party like.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of Two Fun Guys podcast. I'm Johnny Terror.
And I am your host, Jessup. In my downtime, I'll protect my brother and No.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. We found a little soundboard, so I'm gonna bring another.
We have a chime that comes in every here and there. It's from Xerxes. It's a description of Xerxes. Is that her name, right? Am I pronouncing it right, Rob?
We'll just go with it,
Yeah.
Xerxes?
I think so.
And
that's getting worked in organically.
Okay. Well,
and that's a character from what?
From Game of Thrones. Pretty much what did she do? In my downtime, I like to fuck them. I like to kill everyone.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, she fucks her brother and kills everyone. It's her thing. It's her thing. For you fans, you're going to really enjoy that.
I keep hearing so much about this show over the past few years, and everything I hear is just fanatical, and it makes me interested, but I'm just going to wait it out. Is this the last season? Is there one more season?
This is it, but they're doing like a spin-off, or not spin-off, but like a continuance of
I got you.
some sort of
So I'll start watching it once it's over then.
Yeah, as soon as it's over, fucking
How many seasons is this?
7.
And it's pretty brutal, I hear.
Yeah, I think they have the longest fight scene ever filmed in this one. It's
What kind of fight? Sword fighting? Magic?
sword and fucking wishes. I'm just kidding.
Swords and wishes?
Swords, fucking bows, giants, dragons, undead. The Night King.
So it's like Lord of the Rings on like
pretty much
meth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. Like all the Night Walkers or whatever they're called.
The what?
They're like the undead.
I got you.
Dead's coming. But the main one, the dude that started all, pretty much he looks like Darth Maul. Just
Oh,
blue,
that's what's up.
Just all blue.
Hell
like
yeah.
icy.
Is he the one that sits in the throne?
No, that's
No.
fucking
Alright.
the old brother fucker.
Oh, all right, word.
She owns everything.
So what do you?
In my downtime, I like my brother, and in my pastime, I like to kill everyone.
Oh God, that's the best sound clip in the world.
I love it.
So what have you been getting into this past like little week? We did a shot with Ty.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
Thank you, Ty, for coming out for that.
We got super fucking baked during that episode, so sorry if you guys listen to that and you're like, whoa, that fell apart towards the end.
Yeah, it was. We smoked a joint before we got there. And then we came here and smoked like 3 or 4.
Yeah, on top of like the pens and stuff. It was fun, but I felt like towards the end it kind of like what?
Yeah, the first episode I got pretty twisted drinking. And that episode I got pretty fucking baked. So I've come back on my drinking, trying to find like a nice spot here so I don't fucking get too high.
That nice,
go medium. So
that nice vibe balance.
Right now we just have a nice tall boy. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, and a little bit of some herbage.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah, so we're gonna just dabby with that, try not to space out for you guys this time.
Yeah, that would be the goal. So you've been enjoying the weather? It is warmed up a lot. This is like I think my favorite kind of weather. This and like fall weather, where it's right in between.
Starts to get good.
You can wear sweater and shorts at the same time. So I'm a big fucking fan of that.
My house is like super confusing though, because I'll wake up and I'll look at the weather and it'll say, I don't know, 50, 60. I'm like, all right, sick. And I'll go down and start getting ready to make coffee and it's fucking freezing cold. And like I'll go outside and I'm way better. And then I'll open up the windows, but my house still stays cold.
See, my room just is super closed in and it's warm as fuck. And then I think it's going to be like way hotter than it is until I get out of my room. I don't know.
And you're fucking dying.
Yeah, I really want to spend more time. I usually, during the summer, I can't stand it because I burn way too easily. And I don't know, I like being a little cooler. But this year, I'm feeling the outside.
Just
like,
carry,
finally.
Get you a little to-go thing of fucking sunscreen.
But that, it's cold and wet.
Fuck
And
it.
I don't know.
I'll rub it on for you. It's like, getting
I still
into
get
cold
burnt,
water.
though, dude.
It's like in cold water. You just got to get done real quick.
Just dip your balls in first, get it over with. Might cause
your
shrinkage.
balls and then your nipples are the worst.
I want to go fishing this year, though. That's something I haven't done in a while. When I was younger, I kind of I did it for a while, and then I hated it because it was boring. And now, I don't know, I'm chiller. And
Yeah, I used to go a lot with my grandpa and my dad, but when I was a child, so I didn't really have too much of an interest in it. I didn't have the patience.
Yeah.
I would just want to go out there and fucking catch me a fucking dinger, but it just never happens. I was like, fuck this.
I just wanted to play with the worms and shit.
But now I'm older and like I feel like I can go and smoke a joint and just mellow out for a minute out there.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna catch some catfish.
that's what me and Andrew are talking about too. She wants to fucking go fishing too.
Catfishing.
Like,
See, we
absolutely.
need to get our fishing license.
It's like $20, $10 or something like that.
You get it at like what, Walmart?
Somewhere.
Yeah, I need to get that and a pole. Like I don't need anything great, just something that'll. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Just get a bunch of people together and go.
That's what she said. Anywhere there's a pole being sold, you can get a fucking fishing license.
I like that. Have you ever been hunting?
Yeah.
What kind of hunting have you
Deer
done?
hunting and dove hunting.
Dove hunting.
And dove hunting's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
We went out to one of my friends, Ryan Myers, shout out. Coming to see you next week, sucker. But okay, thank you. Calm down, everyone.
Yeah,
calm
everybody
down.
in the studio,
Thank you.
chill.
Thank you
That
so
was a
much.
good one.
Thank
That's
you.
a good shout out.
Appreciate it, you know. But yeah, we went dove hunting out on this property. Hey, I caught that real quick. I went back to it. I lost it, but I went back. But we went dove hunting out in this field, and there was like 30 people that we met. Like we used to go out there, go deer hunting, but I've never seen these people before. It was always just us and the family, and then we go out there. But like I showed up, and there's like 30 other people. It's just like friends of the owner of the property, and we just sat and we just got in a giant circle, like I don't know, 50 yards from each other. Just huge all the way down. There's literally a landing strip of bird feed.
So it's like entrapment.
Pretty much. We just sat under trees, and as they like flew over, everyone shot. But like how close we were, like you get peppered.
What?
Across,
How do you know what
idiot.
bird's yours? Like, is it like I shot that? Nah, I fucking shot that dove.
They were all super courteous. Like
That's what's up.
if it lands closest to you and like you both shot, you know, then they take it.
How many do you get? Like, and like if you're a decent,
The
hunter,
most
how
I
many
ever
do you
got
get?
was 9.
9.
And
Damn.
that was everyone had like either automatic shotguns or pump shotguns, and I just had like a simple like put one shell in, cock it, and then shoot, and pop one. So like they're like.
See, I feel like I'd be all right at it because I used to like I was in 4-H and FFA and shit when I was younger.
What is
Just
that, like ROTC?
Future Farmers of America.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you wear like these blue corduroy things and judge topsoil. I don't know. My mom and dad fell in love in it when they were younger. What?
Did you grow a pig?
No, I didn't grow a pig, but I did. I took my like chickens and stuff to
nice.
the fair. But I took a bunch of gun courses because like I've shot shotguns and stuff before, and like shooting clay pigeons was always fun. And I wasn't bad at it.
Yeah,
At least
I
like
heard that.
10 years ago, I haven't shot a gun in a minute, which I really want to go.
We can go over to Andrea's mom's and shoot my handgun there.
I think
I've been thinking about getting. Usually they have. It's so funny. They have gun shows right next to reptile shows. Like
Hell yeah, that's
everyone I've gone to. There's a
like
fucking,
in case
I
a
don't know,
fucking
there's, like, a
lizard
reptile
gets
show.
out.
Like the first time I went, we were walking in I saw this dude carrying an assault rifle. I was just like, what is going on here? And I was like, I looked at my buddy. I was like, is there a gun show going on today too? And we walked in. It was like
Hell yeah.
reptiles to the right, guns to the left. And I was like, this is gonna be a good
I'm gonna
day.
get me a gecko and a sawed-off shotgun on the same spot. America.
Yeah, I don't have to fucking drive anywhere, son.
Yeah, you could like arm your kimono dragons.
But they had
Imagine that shit. That's dangerous.
that's scary. Shooting fucking rockets at everyone.
Yeah.
Laser beams attached to their
I
forehead.
can see it. I can see it now.
But they have like target practices out there. Like you can get there. Like the bodies, they have like metal ones, like ting ting. Like,
Yeah.
where you hit them, and they flip.
Oh
Back
yeah,
and forth.
like old school, like
The coolest one I
carnival
saw
style.
was super simple. It was just like a weird, freaky medicine ball with tits on it. Shout out to old Greg. Just kidding. It was like this weird ball, but it had like these paddles on it, and you just
Does it spin? Then
no, you
when
just throw it and you shoot it. When you hit it, it rolls it, and like there's different like size paddles and shit sticking out
that you can
everywhere.
aim for.
Yeah.
I got you. Interesting. I've shot at like the life-size foam bears and deer and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? And then they're mostly used for like a bow and arrow because my dad used to like be really good at that, which that takes a lot of like.
That's what I was thinking, man. I was thinking about. I was thinking about that the other day. I miss hunting, and I want to try bow hunting. That'd be super cool.
Yeah. See, I don't
Cool.
really eat that much meat or anything because like I'm not really into like factory farming or other people killing my animals. But I feel like if I could have the patience to sit still and like put all the work in and actually like hunt an animal, I could do that. You know, that's just when I was younger. We went deer hunting and coyote hunting a couple times, and I was just too movable. Like my dad was like, "All right, we're fucking done. Go home. Like you can't sit the fuck still." And that's the thing. Like I can't sit still for like 4 or 5 hours.
I feel like now, man, I got the patience for
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Just take my shoes off and
Absolutely,
be
dude.
barefoot and just go really slow.
Yep, just wait it out. And at the end of the day, if I don't shoot anything, I got to chill all by myself in a tree.
Yeah.
So like
when I
that's
go hunting, I always wear Abercrombie and Fish polos, bright neon blue
I got you.
shorts.
I never. So deer, you're supposed to wear bright orange so that you don't get shot.
Yeah,
And that makes fucking sense. And then that doesn't matter. It won't like deer won't pick you out because they can't see those colors or some shit. So why is the camouflage industry a thing then? If you can just wear bright colors and not be seen anyway, why camouflage yourself? You know what I'm saying?
It's just fucking. It's good quality hillbilly backdoor.
Guess so.
You know, it's the uniform.
It is the
It's the
uniform.
fucking
I got
uniform,
you.
brother.
I like some real tree camo, some mossy oak. I got some t-shirts I'll wear.
I
I like
I
it.
was gonna wear my fucking camo pants today, my cargo pants, but they're just.
Ooh, that's some like hardcore kid
they were
stuff.
They were too. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was
Yeah.
saying. That sounds like that's as hardcore as it gets. Right
You look
there.
from one, you're like, ugh,
I wear a plain white tee.
I'm gonna
that's
drop
it,
kick
yeah.
someone. Ugh.
I got my fucking black Vans on.
Wow, you got a new hat today. I'm liking it.
New summer, new hat. Everyone go get a hat. New one. If you've been sitting on your fucking winter hat.
I got a new hat yesterday. You got that one today.
Yep. Had to get it when I got fucking got the same ones Nasty Nate. I had to. I was planning on getting it and he fucking popped up with it last night.
It's that Bucks.
Yeah, Milwaukee Bucks.
Because you've been playing. Tell me about that game. I tried it at your house and I lost.
2K, if
but-
anybody
but-
here plays PlayStation, add me. Willie Waska, Willie Dash Waska. I'll fucking smack your butt cheeks all fucking night, son.
I just can't believe from like playing it, it was, I feel like I could understand it the more I played it. But then the little like in between thing where you're walking around like the strip mall area and you can like play one-on-one with
Insane,
people and all
dude.
that's like beyond. It looks more like
It's
Grand
been a-
Theft Auto or some
It's
shit.
been a long time for me to like be mad at a game.
Yeah.
Like furious, like get fucking like sweating because of how mad a game makes me. Normally I'm pretty fucking calm, but like you really have to take time and learn that shit. And
I believe
whenever I
it.
got like it's cool because like when I start getting mad at that game, or when I did, Nate and Zach, they're like, wait a minute, dude, there's like other sections of this game you haven't even played
that you
the
can pop off so you don't get frustrated.
Yeah, you can just play like you did. You can have a career mode, my league, my team.
Right.
And like I was doing my team for a bit, and I was just like, all right, this is really like when I turn that game on, the dog goes straight to the dining room and hides under the table.
Just because of how like
Yeah, I could have a perfect I could be good having a good time, but as soon as as soon as she
roid
hears
rage.
as soon as she hears like the sneakers and like the horn and shit, she's like bolts right.
That's my
through it.
favorite part about basketball. Like, I'm not a big sports dude, but I don't mind basketball. But the sounds of like the ball dribbling and the like squeak, 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 and the shoes for whatever reason, I'm like, yeah, that's some ASMR shit. Like,
love the
I
sound
could
of
sleep to
just
that,
a
dude.
wet swoosh. I love the sound of a better
Wet swoosh.
a chain net though.
The chain net. Can you play chain nets in that game? It'd be sweet.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's blacktops. I'm sure there's probably I haven't even tried that yet. There's like one section. It's like the Under Armour gauge or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's like slam ball. There's like pads on it where you jump.
Like it bound like on a
Like,
trampoline
yeah,
kind of
like a
thing, like
trampoline.
moon boots.
Yeah.
I got you.
Wow.
Interesting.
I haven't even tried that yet, man, because I've been fucking playing like my character on that thing. And
See,
Smack it,
I was at a friend's house the other day and they had one of the VR headsets, which they're like, it takes like
Ugh.
30 minutes to set up. So I didn't play it, but like, I feel like, have you ever played one of those?
no, the VR.
Yeah, I feel like I would
want
get a
to.
headache.
It's gonna fucking freak me out if I do that.
Yeah. I've watched just a lot of those videos, like people like running into walls and shit because they get too into it. I feel like that's what would happen to me. Like I'd get too lost in that kind of.
I don't know. I feel like I would know. Like I try to think about how I would.
Yeah.
Like I visualize myself doing it, like looking over, falling. But I don't think
Yeah.
of, like, well, I'm just standing in my
I don't know. I can get
kitchen,
lost in
my living room. Why would I be playing in a kitchen?
my little fantasies. Yeah. There was an article I read, which I'm not sure how completely accurate it was, or like truthful it was, or whatever. But this dude had one on and was watching porn in the little VR thing, and then decided to like enhance that, and went into his bathroom and was like choking himself at the same time, and ended up passing out with that shit on his head and stuff. And his friend like found him in there. That's like, oh man, that's like I feel like that's some nerdy, embarrassing shit. Like, not only did your friend find you pass out with a belt around your throat in the bathroom and your hand on your junk, but like you're in a fucking VR helmet, virtualizing that shit. That's like low level right there. I mean, I don't know. I'd fuck a sex doll if I could.
I've seen videos of like girls catching their boyfriends like watching porn,
like on the headsets.
On it,
Oh hell yeah, though.
Fucking smacking it and kicking it. What the fuck is this?
The headsets are so fucking bulky. Like, it'd be cooler if they like fit you like some like 90s Oakleys.
Give it a couple years, man.
Yeah, they'll be implanting it in your fucking eye sockets.
We're gonna be able to plug our consciousness into something sooner or later.
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool whenever we can put the headset on and we like, I don't know, we physically go into the
like
game
some Matrixy shit.
Like we are in there.
Yeah.
I was reading. You play? Yeah, of course you play PUBG. Your brother.
Yeah. I haven't played it for fucking ever, but yeah.
Plays on that.
Yeah, my brother's obsessed with that shit. That's what's great, dude. It's like life size. It's fucking life size.
But I don't know. I just scrolled past it, but I saw somebody was trying to make a real life PUBG on an island.
Like with people? Would you use airsoft or like?
I have no idea. I was scrolling. I didn't even stop to read it because my phone is literally the definition of AIDS.
Your phone is down. I just got a new phone, thankfully. It feels nice, dude. It's crispy. The screen did go off here, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, you should get a
protector.
A fucking everything.
Yeah, my mom ordered me one because I'm a child. She's like, I know you won't get one.
She broke it the first time.
Yeah, she did. She dropped. Well,
shout out to
she
Johnny's
did.
Mom for
Let's
dropping it. While she looked at your eyes.
Yeah, I went to hand her the phone and like she just didn't grip it and it tush. And I knew as soon as you heard the sound like on the kitchen floor, I was like, that broke. She's like, no, it didn't. I picked it up and the screen was all fucked.
You're like, fuck yeah, dude.
I rolled with it like that for like a couple months, and then I was crossing the street way too quickly in front of a car, and it fell right out of my pocket and just like slid across the road, and I knew like that was fucking it. You've been watching anything new?
Yeah, here and there. We've been watching The Act. Have you watched that?
The Act? No, what is that?
Well, it's based off real events of this little girl named Gypsy.
Okay.
And her mom.
Oh, right on Hulu.
Fucking, like, made her
not sick.
Kept her sick. Yeah.
Yeah. How is that show?
It's good. Super compelling.
I guess
super weird. I don't know if they're going to be able to show the rest of it. I think they might. I think they're just going to go ahead. But the actual girl, she's in prison. Yeah. And she's serving like 10 years or some shit like that.
Isn't she trying to sue because of that? Because they didn't get rights to her name and story?
But I don't understand because it's all fucking public information.
Yeah. And like, I think the show isn't like, it's not supposed to be a documentary. It's like based on.
Yeah, they're not. So. It says like right at the beginning and right at the end, like this is events, shit's I don't even remember. Maybe it says it's been changed. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out though, because that did seem interesting.
Because it's nice and dark, and me and Andrea were watching. Our favorite show is oh fuck,
I haven't seen that show.
It's got Jim Carrey in it.
Oh, where he's like a TV host or whatever. I can't remember what that's called.
Oh my god, I can't. My brain's far. I keep wanting to say Happy because I'm thinking of
that other show.
Yeah,
with
I love that one. That one's right underneath it.
I'll find the name to it. You keep talking about it.
But it's like we got hooked on that Jim Carrey show because it's so dark and we're so used to seeing Jim happy. But that shit's fucking. And after that was over, we're like, well, what now? What are we supposed to? We need this.
Kidding is the name of the show.
I knew it had an ing at the end of it.
Is it like like a continuous season show, or does it wrap itself up?
Kidding?
Yeah.
I think they have a second season.
Okay. Word. I didn't know if it was like one of those one season kind of shows. Yeah, I really do want to watch that though.
On fire if that happened.
Yeah.
If they made it just one season, it's that good.
And that's on, is that Amazon?
That's on HBO.
HBO, yeah. I need to get that. I don't know. I've been really into like watching and finishing shows. That's like
I haven't even got to watch it or see anything yet. I keep forgetting, and then I'll see it. And I'm like, fuck, I need to remember to see it. But it's Tacoma PD or something like that, or it's got Farva
Yeah, where they're the fire department instead. Yep, I saw
I
that.
haven't seen any of it yet.
Yeah, I was showing my brother that because my brother is a full-time firefighter, and he's like, "That looks funny. Let's
Yeah.
watch that." Me and him have been watching every night. Like he gets home from work and he like falls asleep on the couch within like half an hour. But he's like, "You want to watch Married with Children?"
Yes.
We've been fucking watching that show, and it's gotten better. But that show is fucking terrible. Not like the show itself; it's funny, but like, goddamn, dude.
Yeah.
Some of the things that like they say in there, I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like
people want to complain. Like it's easy to complain about stuff nowadays. Like people are looking back at like Jim Carrey's Ace Ventura.
yeah, complaining about like all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're trying to bring it up
Because of
I
the
was just
trans
like,
issue
yeah.
and all of that shit.
I was like, it's just a different time.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Let it be
like,
back there, recognize now. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's bad. We know it's bad.
mhm.
Don't make
like
any more
you can
movies
see
like
our
that,
you
you
can
know?
see our growth from it, but at the
Yeah.
time, like that was something.
Shit was fire at the time.
Yeah, which is weird.
But what was before this? What were we just talking about? Oh,
Mhm,
Married with
yeah.
Children. Yeah, but y'all
That
guys got
show-
a problem? Go watch
Yeah, dude,
Married
that
with
show
Children.
is
That
like
shit
because I think what they
fucked
tried to
up.
do is be the opposite of all of those sitcoms ever.
Yeah.
Like anything they could do to make it the opposite of that they did. So you had this like horrible family and like everything. It's funny because the like good people in the show are the neighbors, and I can't fucking stand the neighbors. Like I love the shitty family versus that.
Yeah.
But I feel like shows like that allowed shows like It's Always Sunny and stuff to kind of be accepted. You know what I mean?
It weirded me out. Like the first 3 seasons of Married with Children, like the daughter.
Kelly or whatever.
Yeah, the audience members, like
Yep.
grown ass,
Yeah,
man, like
dude, like,
whistling.
yeah.
And
She's,
like,
a babe though,
she's
like as she gets
12
older. But yeah,
I was like, oh my god.
yeah. And then the little brother Bud, his fucking mullet through like season like 3 and 4 is it's on point.
I want to do my hair. In the
Yeah,
mullet.
your hair's getting long as fuck.
It's getting out of hand.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna give up on it. I gave up on the beard, obviously.
yeah. He did shorten the
for
beard.
anyone that hasn't seen me, I did look like a hipster that brewed his own beer, and now I look like Spring Break Chad.
Yeah, you are kind of chatty, and it works though.
Yeah, thank you.
Works
Appreciate
though.
that.
Yeah, you don't have that whole big mountain man
I
kind
can
of
just
thing.
wake up and not fucking have to take a shower. I can just brush my face and be good.
Did you have like special beard shampoos or beard
No,
soaps or
I
whatever?
just took care of it. I have like mustache wax that I use to form it, and then obviously the secret ingredient, a good old fashioned glue stick to
Yeah.
twist them tips up,
Yeah,
baby.
my brother just cut off the tips of his curly mustache. He had like the
Nice, yeah.
handlebar going. Now it's just like a mustache. I don't know. I was like, why the fuck did you cut it off, dude? Because I kept chewing on it.
Oh my god!
Like he'd wake up and half of it would be in his mouth. He'd chew on it in his sleep. And like,
Ew.
yeah, it's like, oh, I mean,
I
that's fair.
did something, or I was at work and I was leaving, and I took a drink of water in the car, and I went like that.
Mhm.
To get the liquid out, and when I came down, something got caught in my teeth, and I pulled it.
Oh, like a mustache hair?
And it was like food from who knows when or where. And
Some
it just-
leftover
Yeah,
food.
and after that, I was just like,
Like some chicken from the mall and
this
shit.
has gotta go. We went to so we got a hat today. Everyone, where I got a new hat today, and we went
Before the
to the
show.
mall, and the mall is stepping their game up, son.
Yeah, they need ways to get people to the mall now, and I feel like that's why what you're going to talk about is there now.
They had us locked in
Yeah.
immediately. I completely dropped my mission I was doing, and they had a giant chessboard. Like the pieces were they come up to about your hips.
Yeah.
And then they had some good old fashioned cornhole.
They
some
did have
Jenga,
cornhole. There's something like that.
and
Big
air hockey.
Jenga, air hockey. They had a Connect Four, a really big one.
A big Connect 4 about as tall as me. It came with my
All
shoulders.
inside the mall on
Inside,
the
like, one little
second
section.
floor.
And a fucking ping pong table.
Yeah.
And here's the best part
Yeah.
they had a pool, like playing pool, but it was it was soccer balls. The fucking the soccer. I know.
Calm down, everyone.
Please calm down.
It was good though.
You should have seen it. You should have seen us play. Like the pool that you would see. Like I've seen videos of it. People have shared it. But where you play soccer, but
Like all the balls are
the
soccer balls with their
balls,
colored
yeah.
8-ball
That
and
was so
striped
much
solids.
fun.
Yeah,
That was
we
the highlight
stopped
of
and
my
did that.
day.
It was fun. It was kind of hard. Like I randomly kicked the ball outside of the little pool
box
table
area.
itself.
Yeah.
But that was. I'm glad they put that in the mall. I understand why, because every time I go to the mall now, there's nothing in there.
Like, where was that when I was in school?
Yeah.
I would have skipped so much doing bad.
I would have skipped so much doing bad if I could play soccer pool at the mall. I feel like I would have done bad and then played.
I ain't got nowhere else to go.
I'm gonna drink this Four Loco and then go play some mall pool.
There's a person I work with. I'm not gonna say his name, but he is a Four Loco man.
Still? Is he 13? God,
I don't fucking know, man. He saved me one day hang out, and he's like, "Yeah, we can get out, and hang out, and get a Four Loco."
God, those are like drinking like fucking mad dogs.
I've taken 2 sips out of a Four Loco.
Oh, I used to drink them when I lived in Illinois. They still had the caffeine in them.
I've never got. Yeah,
I'd vomit every fucking time. But like you'd shotgun you'd shotgun one and then drink like the second one, and then you're just like, I'm too fucked. I can't do anything.
I remember my first time we got them. It was like a fucking surreal experience. Like it was like cherishable, like almost like a. Oh, what is it called? Going and like doing like an experiment, like a trip experiment with a shaman. Like we got everything. This one guy got it for us. Like, we fucking all met up on this park bench at our friend's house in their front yard, and everybody simultaneously cracked it.
Yeah,
and everyone was like, "Here we go, boys. We've heard stories. Here we go." I took like 2 sips. I was sad. I was
like, no,
nah.
Yeah, I don't like I don't have anything against like fruity flavored drinks, except that I think they taste like garbage. And like that, they always give me a stomachache. That extra like sugar. Like, do you remember Sparks? Did you ever drink Sparks?
I've had a Sparks.
I don't know. I was like obsessed with like energy drink beers for a while. I don't know why, but like Sparks are just fucking. Like thinking about that now, like, oh.
I drank. What was it? It was like the cider, strawberry and pineapple last night at the bonfire. We had like
cider.
Yeah, I split it with Andrea. And
that actually sounds good.
6-pack. It was good. It was fucking baller. I loved it. Next morning, man. This morning, I still kind of have a headache from it.
I got
all that sugar.
Yeah, I'm disappointed I missed out on last night.
It's alright.
Like I had a fun night with my brother, but
it's just the beginning of summer.
Yeah, and that's just it. Yeah, it was the first like our friends got together and had like little. You guys did the bonfire. Nate said he played frisbee and all that.
Shout out to Logie. Yeah, him.
Like, yeah. Shout out to Logie for a little get together. I like Logie's house. Yeah, it's always charming, dude.
That was my first time.
He's got a nice little house.
Man.
Yeah, I've never been in his backyard.
His backyard's fucking deep.
Okay, we need to get him on here sometime.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Goofy motherfucker.
He's a fucking scientist.
We went. Me, Nate, and him went to this little bar that we go to sometimes, and I played darts for like the first time, and I'm not bad. I'm not good, but I'm not like terrible.
Would you try doing like dart tournaments?
If I had a little more practice, absolutely, because like it was fun. Like when I play pool at a bar, I get a little anxious because I'm just really bad at it. But this was just solid fun, and we were playing a cricket. I think was the name of the game.
Did you play plastic or cork?
It was plastic. The machine, and I may be way behind, but like the machine, it was awesome because when you play, you can play against people from other bars, and it's got the little screen, and you see. I was like, wait, is this live? And Logie's like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? This is some fucking 3,000.
Can't hear him, but you can fucking talk shit. If you
dude, it's weird. Language, we did really good the first round, and then the second round, they like fucking just kicked our ass. Awesome. And then there was these 2 older dudes there that were drinking, and like. Logie's really great at talking to people, and I don't know. We started playing like teams with these 2 older dudes, and these guys were fucking gnarly, dude. But the one dude was just like an older version of Logie. It was funny.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was. I'm really about darts. Like I want to get a dart board, get better at that shit.
I want to get a cork board. Because at Andrea's mom's old shop in Piqua, they had a cork board, and when she go tattoo, I would just throw darts for hours. And like as I kept going, like when I used to play darts a little when I was younger. I would go with my mom, and she had friends that worked at a bar, and they would teach me how to play pool darts.
Okay.
And so, like, I've had a good noggin.
I got you.
How to throw and everything. And so being there, like, that just kind of, like, reminisced everything, got the cobwebs off my
like,
elbows.
I can do this.
Yeah,
like,
after I realized, like, I need to hit these areas, or then I would play by myself where you just like hit like 3 of everything.
That way you really focus on muscle memory over those.
And then I was just like, man, I can maybe try go play a couple tournaments.
I'd be down.
Have
dude.
you ever seen like professional dart tournaments?
Yeah,
it's like in stadiums.
It's perfect too.
Huge.
Like,
it's so crazy how big it is, and they're all there. And like all you see is just this red rug and a man standing at the end, and a fucking like this tall. I'm using my fingers as examples.
Inches.
And it's very... I was like, these people are... That's crazy. If you ever you think listening to NASCAR is boring on the
Yeah,
radio?
it is.
Listen to fucking
Darts.
on the radio.
You just hear some quiet and oh, you got the 18, the triple 18, triple 20, bullseye.
I guess really listen to anything. On the
Yeah.
radio can,
Darts
any kind of
though,
sport.
I thought that was really cool. That's I don't know. My biggest thing was I need to slow down and focus. I get the first one and it feels really good because I focus, and then I get excited, and then I'm just like way too fast, and so I just need to calm myself down, breathe.
That's what I've
like
been working on. Is patience.
take that. Patience in general. I'm like an out of work doctor. I got no
I
patience.
ain't got none.
None.
I got my fucking medical cards taken away, son.
On top of dart, though, I want to really, really try the was it the tomahawk throwing?
Yeah.
I just shared a video on Facebook.
They
Did you see the girl?
That
She like throws it.
hits the ground.
It hits the ground,
With
bounces
I think it
back.
hits the
The
handle,
rubber
yeah.
part or something, yeah, and then bounces back, and dude, that would have like that almost smashes into her face.
That was like
It's a fucking axe to the head, and she just laughs
about
I
it.
know. I was like, all right, what a bad
stupid.
bitch.
I was cutting wood with a chainsaw for
Mm-hmm.
my old landscaping job. And just the way I was doing it, trying to saw through this piece, it fucking kicked it all the way to here, like out of the piece of wood. And
Yeah.
the chain stopped right here.
Like right in front of your face.
I caught it, dropped the chainsaw, and I was just like, I
Like,
literally almost split my fucking face in half.
That's why. As much as I want to do masculine, like I want to build some shit stuff, I know me, and I don't need to split my fucking
I
face
went back
off.
to the boys and I was just like, y'all guys gotta finish that. Man. Like I almost threw. I sat there and threw it for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I was just
that
like,
would've been-
I would like get shakes and shit like that. And they're like, you're right. I was like, I almost fucking threw a chainsaw on my face. Like, no, I'm not all right.
God damn. Yeah, I've never really used a chainsaw. I've seen it used,
I
and
would
like
love
my
to
dad
throw
used
some
them, my
tomahawks
brother
on.
used them. So yeah, I think it'd be great. Someone said in Cincinnati there's a place, but I don't know.
I think it's weird. I think it's unsafe to be able to drink
Yeah,
alcohol.
that's
if you're
it. I've
alcohol.
never seen one that's not in a bar. Like they're always in bars and shit, which is crazy. But I used to throw knives. I had two sets of throwing knives, and I got relatively decent at that because once you get the muscle memory and you understand where to hold and the speed, it's not as bad. So I
Yeah.
feel like over time I could get that. You know, you're just dealing with the weight.
I used to have some throwing knives whenever I lived in Florida, and then I had my friend throw one when I was going to go get it. Like we're throwing it at his wooden fence. Ryan Myers, shout out number 2. I'm coming for you, sucker. He threw it when I was getting it and went over my head. Like that much. And
like
stuck
an
in-
inch?
Yeah, I went to go get mine from the fence, and he threw his and
Jeez,
right over,
that's-
ting, and we all giggled about it.
That's because, like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was like, God damn! But they were cheap, and after a couple of throws,
They bend toward the
Yeah.
first set I ever got. I got at a gas station, and the dude there was like, "These are good quality," and I was like, "All right, awesome." And they were $10. I should have known. Like, these aren't good quality, and like they lasted for a little bit, but after like 2 weeks, the ends were just like 90-degree angle bends.
Oh, no.
So anytime they'd hit any bit of wood, they'd bounce off. They'd bounce off. And then the next pair I got were actually like nicer. I ordered them offline, but I left them when I moved. I left them with my old roommate. Yeah.
We're coming for you too, roommate.
Dun, dun,
What's
dun.
its name?
His name's Merrick.
Merrick,
I
we're
think he's
coming
got
for
'em.
you.
Yeah, you should meet my dude Merrick sometime. He's a
I'm
good
always
dude.
about it.
He's the first person that got me to smoke weed.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. Where'd you smoke weed the first time?
First time was in his apartment. We smoked a couple blunts. Like he always had really good shit. And for the longest time, I didn't smoke. I was dating a straight edge girl in high school,
Yeah.
and so I was just like, well, I'll drink a little bit. And then after that, I was like, I just won't do anything because you're not doing anything. And we moved, and then ended up breaking up. And I was like, I'm gonna do fucking everything.
Excuse me.
And he's like, well, let's smoke some weed. And then I was nervous the first time, and I had just started dating this girl, and she smoked, so I was like, I'm cool, I got this. And yeah, we smoked 2 blunts to the face, listening to Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains.
I like
It
it.
was a great fucking time. The only problem is that night I was like giggly and all this shit, and we were leaving, and it was when I first got this van that I ended up living in. Because I spent a year living in a van, and the back was like gutted out, and it was before I made this like bedding area, and there was this wood piece, and I literally opened up the back to grab a hoodie, and I slammed my face into it, and I blacked my eye. This is the first time I ever got stoned. I blacked the fuck out of my eye, slamming into it. But I remember being like, "Well, hell yeah, it's funny." So, but literally every day since that day, I've pretty much smoked.
Nice. I I have no contact to this person. So I used to know this kid named Brown. I was gonna say my friend Brandon, but I don't know where he's at or anything like that. But he gave me. He walked up to me one day at the bus stop and handed me this. He took a playing card and like ripped a circle, like cut a circle piece out of it. Okay, and then like folded it to where it was a tube. I don't even. Let me see that pin real quick.
I'm curious. So you have a playing card. He puts a hole in it, like in the middle.
He made it like this.
Describe what you're doing here.
Okay, it's hard to describe that right there. It was a joint holder.
It's almost like a cone.
Yeah, it was like a cone, but he took that circle piece and taped it on top to where when you untape it, it opens and the fucking joint came out.
Okay.
And
all right, I got you.
Yeah. And so he just walked up. I don't know what seduced him to do it, but he just walked up one day and he's just like, hey, man, take this. Enjoy this. And I was like, what is it?
Oh, it just gave you like
yeah, and I opened up and I was like, ooh, this is cool. All right.
How old were you?
You should have, 6th grade.
Dang.
So
like 11, 10?
I held back a year.
Okay, so like 16?
Like 13.
Okay, maybe. I got you.
Yeah, something like that. Because I was 16 in 8th grade. Yeah, but so yeah, I had it. I was like, I wish you would have gave me this going home.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna have to walk around school with
it. And this little card.
The school I went to, the middle school I went to, did not allow backpacks. It was all like little zip folders.
Like, oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like binders.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
All that
can carry like
but you would have to bring your fucking books and shit like that.
That's obnoxious.
And what's even more obnoxious is the entire place had lockers. Never used a single one. Ever.
Fucking Florida.
Ever.
Is this Florida?
Yeah. It's fucking Florida. Shout out Florida. I'm coming for you next week.
Florida. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. But, yeah, so I had to fucking walk around with this fucking joint in my pocket all day.
I got you.
And,
did it smell? Were you like anxious?
It was some reg, you know,
reg
back in 2000 whatever, some brown weed.
I got you. It comes in some bricks.
Yeah, you know, some fucking floats in on some bricks, attaches sea turtles. Sea turtles. And got home at this time paranoid of my father ever finding out that I smoke weed. So I waited like 2 days later until he had to work all day 9 to 9. I was like, all right, dang, where am I gonna do this at? Not inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a rookie. I don't know how I'm gonna cover this up. Where should I go? They're building a house next door. I should go hang out in the porta potty and smoke weed in there.
Smoking Reggie in a porta potty.
But it wasn't like a used porta potty. Like
it's fresh.
There was only like 3-4 dudes working on this house, so they weren't. I hope they weren't. Well, they weren't at the time. Probably after. I don't know. Who knows what they ate? You know, they probably left that fucking box up in my
the burger.
Shout out to episode 1.
Gross.
But yeah, so I smoked in a porta potty the first time with my boy Connor, wherever you're at.
Nice. You could hotbox, I feel like, a porta potty. So
it was
hell
late
yeah,
night,
dude.
you know, smoked it up.
That's pretty safe.
Came out and I was like, I think I'm high, bro.
Yeah.
Did you inhale? I don't know. What is that?
See, I knew.
Do you think it was weird when somebody tried to teach you how to inhale?
It was. I remember learning how to inhale with cigarettes.
I don't understand. Breathe. What?
I'm old enough where we used to be able to smoke in restaurants, and
I remember that. That's crazy. I was just
when I was in, I don't know, like the first couple of years of high school, I was in a couple bands, and so like what we would do, because I grew up in a small town, the only thing to do if there wasn't like shows or anything, or we were gonna like drive to another like city or whatever, is we'd go to a Waffle House and just fucking hang out. Like we'd drink ahead of time or whatever, and then go to a Waffle House and just talk, like as weird as it is. And then we would smoke cigarettes in there. And I remember like having some kid buy me a pack of cigarettes, and I would like try to smoke them. And then some kid in there was like, "You're not even inhaling, dude," and like trying to express, you have to breathe and then breathe. And like I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then the first time I got it, I was like. And then coughed my ass off, almost threw up on the table because like it hurt so fucking bad. Like swallowing a little Brillo pad or whatever, and then it got, you know what I mean? Like it like burns on your way down, you're coughing up, and then I got better at it,
I've never heard it
unfortunately.
explained like that.
Yeah.
It's like swallowed a real.
Yeah, it sucked.
You ever dipped before?
Yeah, twice, and I threw up both times. Once in like 7th grade, my friend's brother had some, and it was like this really spearminty stuff, and I was like, it smells like gum.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's like, you
enticing.
chew on it and you swallow it. Yeah.
Wow,
We were in
what a
7th
piece of
grade,
shit.
and we took like a good amount, like a good dollop of that, and I'm like, it tastes like shit. And he's like, and then you swallow it, and you're supposed to feel real spacey, and like it's a head thing. And he's like, it's a head rush. And I was like, all right. And I like swallowed it. And I was like, well, that was shitty. And then like 10 minutes later, he's like, I'm gonna throw up. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking throw up. Oh my God. And then I didn't try it for years.
You're gonna make
And
me
I
throw
worked
up.
in a factory making shocks for Honda and Harley Davidson, Sunbury, Ohio. And it was with a bunch of these rednecks, and they all dipped. And they talked me into it one day. And I'd held it for the longest that I could, and then just started throwing up in a trash can. And the line leader, his name was John Boy Nelson, and he's just like clapping, like laughing, like, yeah, buddy, you're part of the team.
That's it, brother.
That's
You're part of it.
Woo! It was not fun. And then since that day, which that's been like 15 years, like I will not, I'm all right. Like, I'm all right. I randomly like see people at stores and stuff, or like randomly at parties spitting into a can, and I'm just like, and
Got
I'm
some chew,
good.
brother.
I'm fucking good.
Yeah, my dad dip. He's been dipping his whole life.
Yeah, my dad tried
I did
to
it
dip.
once,
Yeah.
and I was in high school. This kid Brody gave it to me. Brody's a champion.
Yeah.
Like, you were not allowed to dip, but he would openly carry his full dip bottle, just absolutely full. But he gave me it was just some regular shit, and I sat there and I was like, dude, this is sick.
Like, I got
And then I started to get cross-eyed and feeling sick. I went and spit
It was
it
just
out.
dizzy, dude. I can't stop the dizziness.
Yeah, and then I came back and I was like, dude, I feel the teacher was like, are you okay? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm fucking shredded right now. And I just leave me alone.
Shredded.
After that, I started wrestling, and I dipped whenever I ran to like help spit and help lose weight.
Yeah, I have a friend who
Talking
still
about
like
makes me
dips.
just want to spit on the ground right now.
Yeah, I have a friend who still dips, and then I know another dude that like will dip and then smoke a cigarette at the same time, and I'm like,
What?
dude, what the fuck? Are you, like, I need to get all cancers.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just trying to die,
I don't
brother.
understand that. Like, I understand,
It
the
was
nicotine buzz,
Brody,
but like,
that Brody
there's
kid
better
I
things.
said, he
Yeah.
he was the absolute champ, because there's this substitute teacher that thought he got him. Like, Brody would dip like a half can in once. You should fucking give it to me. And this teacher, man, the substitute teacher, he was like, "Are you dipping?" He got up, and as soon as he got up, he started coming to him. Like, Brody swallowed it, all of it. And then he came back. He's just like, "Man, I just want to know if you're dipping, because I was just gonna tell you spit it out, but you swallowed it. I know you swallowed it. You can't tell me you're not doing it. You got a fucking dip can right here, full. Empty it out. I don't know why it's still full. Throw it away."
Yeah,
But I hope he gets sick. He gets sick, but he didn't know. He thought he was punking Brody. I was like, Brody fucking champion.
I don't give a fuck.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. I do this for fun, son.
That's so gross. Yeah, like I said, I grew up in a small town, so everybody there like pretended that they were born on a tractor and like would constantly be dipping. And then there's like, I don't know, a bunch of the girls dipping in like the FFA class too. It's just, I'm not sexist
nasty.
at all,
Girls,
but
don't
it's
dip.
all gross.
Girls,
Like
please
whether you're a
don't
guy or a girl, just like, I understand wanting a nicotine buzz and stuff, but I don't know, smoke like 4
Smoke a
cigarettes at
fucking
once.
cigarette.
Yeah, like,
like,
grow up.
Sorry, but
Grow up.
don't dip.
My brother, for a while, like he's all down to try it. He can't do any type of substances legally or anything like that because he's a
Yeah.
full-time firefighter and insurance, and he just doesn't want to. He's always asking me like if I try something, what was that like, to explain that, all that.
Yeah.
So it's just cool. But he'll try like all kinds of different nicotine things, like anything he can. And he bought us these like. They're like these like they're pre-packaged dip, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. They're in
like
these
the
little
snus.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it's called. And there was like all the experiment, there was bubblegum flavor, like all these weird
Wow,
flavors.
bubblegum flavor now?
And they're all fucking
Damn.
gross. They're all gross. But like the good thing about those is they're not spilling in between your teeth. Like
You can-
they're
you can actually-
packaged.
yeah, you can actually swallow.
They're like
swallow the spoon of
civilized,
those.
I guess. You can swallow those, yeah.
You can swallow the spoon
Yeah.
of those. My boy Nick, he had, like whenever it'd be super busy at work in McCormick's, he always has fucking some little dip packies.
Yeah,
But
and-
he gets like fucking extra spearmint, so that shit like as soon as you put it in your lip, it feels like
Like
Spartan warriors are just like stabbing your lip with like
power of pine salt, baby. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I drank a beer from a Sam. Oh, you got a Cincinnati Sam Adams. They have a Sam Adams brewery.
Oh, I want to go there.
And they have 12 beers that you can only get there.
Right on.
And as soon as we got there, I was just like, I think it was a spice peached ale.
Nice.
Delicious.
I love peach.
But as soon as I smelled it, I was like, it smells like pine salt, baby.
God, yeah, and I understand. Woo. But yeah, I understand that nicotine buzz, because like I don't know, there's just limits, and it's funny because like I won't chew or dip to get that nicotine buzz, right? And I've cut down my smoking like tremendously. Like I barely smoke at all now. But there's things like remember we lived in this. Well, I lived in this house. You were there all the time on Waterville, and we'd had parties there all the fucking time, and then the ashtrays would be full, and I would always be broke, or we'd all be broke, like especially me, you, Nate. And then I learned how to roll joints by like taking butts of cigarettes. This is so fucking gross. This is like I would rather chew than think about this now. But you'd take the butts of the cigarettes, and then you'd empty all them out in a pile, and then you'd roll them up and smoke them. Yeah. Smoking some butt cigarettes. That was fucking those. I lived off of those and like Cosmic Brownies and like Tall Boys or MD 2020. That's fucking resin balls. Scraping everybody's bowls and getting these like golf ball size resin balls.
You guys need a bowl cleaned.
Oh yeah. It can be a business. I could have a business. I can clean resin.
Dude, it's seriously magic what you do. It's literally magic what you do.
A paper clip or what is that? A bobby pin? You give me a bobby pin. Okay. I will. Over. Yeah, you got a fresh bowl, and I got
literally like I have given this man
resin
a bowl that was like dark blue, white, and as soon as he like, I never thought this bowl was even because I got it before it was already used, so I never seen the before product. But dude, you gave me the before product when you're done cleaning. I could see through it. I was like, I thought this was a dark blue. It's actually just all white and light blue. What? Yeah. I can see through it.
No, that was funny. That summer, that was like 2014. That summer was everybody be like, yo, Johnny, I got this bowl I need clean. Do you want the resin in it? Yes. I do. Yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely.
You come over and open up the freezer, the refrigerator door, and there's just a little square brick.
And then there's like half of the people are like, oh, resin high is so horrible. It gives me a headache. And I'm just like, it makes me stupid. Let's smoke until we're dumb. Fucking dumb. And then there was someone, it was Marky's little mini bong, and I didn't know at the time that it was used for smoking just deems. Like he put a little butt in and then smoked deems in this, and like one morning Nate was over and we're like, let's clean this out and get high before we go. And I was like, all right, so we get this nice little ball and we're just and then to the moon,
God.
And then like, you know, you're coming back and you're like, dude, what the fuck? And Nate's like, that was DMT.
That's
let's do it again.
Wow, man. For future reference, surprise me with some DMT like that, like, because that's the worst part of smoking Deems is beforehand. Like, I know that we're about to start smoking.
Oh, you get like the little anxious anticipation.
Dude, I get excited. I get so nervous, dude, because I know like this roller coaster. I get the same feeling as roller coaster. Like, I'm about to fucking go
a little bit of adrenaline rush.
Not like crazy for anybody that's ever not done it before, but you just fucking blast off. You know,
it's an experience. I think most people
like
try it.
Super. My heart starts. I know what's about to come, dude. It's surprise me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that'd be good. Well, we smoked somewhat the other day in a little joint.
Yeah,
but
a little bit of that truth. It was just a little bit.
It was just enough. Crazy.
Yeah. I wasn't ready to just.
But I had just woken up that morning too.
Yeah, touche. Yeah, you did.
I don't know.
You've done worse.
I've done fucking worse.
You've waken up a lot worse.
I don't know. Deems is always. It's always fun. I try to. I don't think I've ever turned it down. Does that make sense? Like no matter where I'm at, just because I feel like when it's around, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna see what I got from this.
I try to do it for like a spiritual journey. Every time it's really different, really crazy.
I remember the first time smoking it.
The last time was very upsetting because I don't remember what festival, but we were hanging out with Josh. Shout out to Josh Luis. He's got a show coming up.
Hey, what's a show, real quick?
Well, while I say this, look it up. He's got a show he's got going on. Shout that out. I don't know if it's at the place that at the bar that he has listed. He said he might have found a place where we could camp or people can camp and all that.
All right.
But
I'll tell your little story and I'll find this real quick.
what was it? Where was I going with it?
The last time.
Oh yeah, it was with him, and we were having a good time. I think it might have been a residence. We were having a good time, and
This?
the entire time. Is that it? Is
I don't
that
know.
The one that he's hosting.
I don't know. Sorry, a little interruption here.
Interruption.
Trying to give you guys some
No, that's
correct
in
info.
Columbus.
Okay, we're gonna
It's
keep
like
looking.
it's over by his house, or over by New Lebanon.
Is that? I don't know, man.
Let me see.
Our homies are always throwing things, and
Yeah,
there's so many
there's-
things
yeah,
going
we have-
on. So
We're gonna have a few friends that put on shows come on here, like Ty, you know Ty.
Yeah.
You guys read it.
yeah,
This one, he's got a Rockstead, Jake Riley at Throttle Bar.
throttle ball.
Yep, in New Lebanon, April 27th to 8th. Definitely enjoy a good Rockstead show. So
Okay, cool. Well, shout out to that.
yeah, shout out to that real quick. But yeah, we're at residence, and the entire time we were hanging out, like we're like, let's end our night off. Like he's like, I got some good quality fucking names in my pocket, boys.
Yeah.
Let's go fucking finish the night off. And we got back to the RV, got prepared, and he searched the pockets, and he's like, bro, I definitely lost it on that hill that we're just sitting on.
Oh, damn.
So, but it's that's how it always is. The past,
Yeah.
you know, it's happened at least 3 times where
It got lost or whatever.
you go back to it, and it's just not there.
I got you.
Like either they already did it or lose it.
So just the universe was like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tease
just
you
not
with
yet,
the
yeah.
opportunity.
Not yet.
Yeah, I remember the apartment on Ohio Street. I would stay in like the fucking closet there.
I
Where
call
you guys
that
live
I
there.
call that the crack shack, bro.
Yeah, that was an
crack shacks,
adventure,
that was-
and a fucking adventure.
We call it crack shack because it was not in a good area and it was really bad drug area. We did not do any sorts of bad drugs, but the neighbors around.
Oh, we were spreading that love.
Yeah, we're spreading mad love.
Yeah.
Our first night we moved in, we had a little get together, and we had 3 neighbors, one to our right and 2 below us.
The one with the kid. Oh my god! I just remember so much about that.
Right.
Sorry, I just remember so much about that place.
Yeah, you remember that? You remember what happened? Like,
I do. Yeah. But continue your little thing about this little.
that whole first day, our first night in there, man, we were all somehow simultaneously tripping on LSD.
Yeah.
I like went down, like I was getting really paranoid. I was like, maybe I should go like introduce myself to my neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, we're gonna have a little get together here. Hey man, it's cool. We're fucking high on LSD. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
me too. Sold
that
some
was-
to our neighbors next door, and they're like, all right, let's do this.
That was a fun time, but like that's definitely that year was a crazy year. But looking back, like
it was a dirty year. Yeah, it was a dirty year.
whoa, yeah. The first time that I had smoked DMT, you guys had talked it up a lot, and you're like, when we get some good ones, you know, it'll be great, blah blah blah. And then getting some, and I remember there was like a little get together. There was like 10 people or less. And I won't say his name, but there was the one dude, we'll call him Rick. And there was a Rick there, and it was a good time. You know, we're all getting along. And then we're like, all right, it's time. There was a couple other people who had never done it before, so like
I think it was just me, you, our boy Jay, Rick, and
Pocket. Yeah.
I think that was it. in the
Okay.
circle.
Okay. Yeah. So we kind of chill out, and we're like, all right, we're gonna do this. Like, we'll make it cool because it's the first time. Let's play some Stairway to Heaven.
I
Like
mean,
that was
we had all
planned.
the lights turned off except
Yeah.
for like right around the edge of the baseboard was like a nice.
It was a nice,
glow.
yeah, just a
little
real
glow.
nice atmosphere. The apartment
Very
was
nice.
decorated really cool. Like for a shitty apartment, the inside was really nice. Like y'all
didn't-
kept it clean and stuff.
Thank you.
Like we're all just chill and sitting in the circles, music's playing, and we're just like passing this around. And it gets to Rick, and he like hits it, and he like hands it to me. He's like, "You ready for this, man?" Like he's making it like this gigantic thing, and I'm like, I'm getting nervous now. I was excited, but I'm like, damn, this is serious. Everybody's like, chill, like shit.
Yeah.
So like I hit it, and it gets passed around, and like by the time it got to me, it was enough to like make me like get that like tingling in your chest, and you're starting to like, oh, shit's a little weird. But it wasn't enough to like really send me off or anything like that. And then like we kind of do that once or twice. And then we break apart because like some people go into the bedroom and some people stay out here. And I think you were in the living room with us when I'll say Rick, he like rips it, just fucking rips this, and then he's gone for a second sitting there, and then all of a sudden he like goes and just starts. He's not even in our dimension right now. Like there's no words coming out of his mouth. He's just projectile vomiting while sitting like in meditation. It's like all over himself and all over the floor, and everybody else is like lightly fucked up. We're like, what the fuck? And he's just and then so we're like trying to clean this up, and he's coming back, and I'm like going, what the fuck is this shit? Like, oh my God, because he's vomiting, but it's not like, there's not like a reaction in his face. And then he finally like starts coming back around, and he's like, they kicked me out. And he's like freaking out. He's like, they kicked me out. There were these beings, and they told me I wasn't supposed to be here, and they pushed me, and that's why I threw up. And then that's what he had said, dude.
I know, I never heard that
Yeah,
part.
that's what he had said.
That's
and so
awesome.
like for my first time, and then like literally we like clean it up. And then you and Pocket are like, all right, come into the bedroom. We're gonna do you right. And at this point, I'm fucking terrified because I just saw this kid talk about some beans kicking him out, and he's just vomiting all over the place. But that kind of stuff I feel like happens to him, just the way he handles certain things. But and then we went into the bedroom, and you guys laid me down, packed that shit up. You played turned all the lights down, which was really nice, and then you played Anthony Hopkins' classical piece that he had wrote.
Anthony Hopkins, The Waltz Goes
Oh my
On.
God, that
absolute.
It's fucking beautiful. Number one,
Fire.
it's fucking beautiful.
So good.
But then you had that playing, and I ripped that a few times, and the third time you're like, hold your fucking breath.
Yeah.
And I remember exhaling, and then just watching the wall collapse into Lego bits and all this, and that's where like boom, and then coming back out of there. It was so comfy though. Like that's I came out of that going, yes, I love, like, I get it. I fucking, damn. Like, that's some game-changing shit right there, dude. Some
The first time I
game-changing
did it
shit.
was at Wham Bam, the first Wham Bam I went to a long time ago. And just whenever I exhaled, all the trees were, like, in reaching distance of me.
Yeah.
I didn't go all the way out, but, like, everything came to me. Like, I was like, dude, I could climb these trees right now and jump into outer space and just float away. I got that.
Yeah.
But that's crazy that he said that he saw some beans because
Yeah, they said they kicked him out.
when I was there, when I was at Wham Bam, I went up and I was tripping way too hard, and I went up to the very tip top.
Yeah,
You
okay.
know? That's my favorite place to go.
Like by the water area?
No,
are you talking
the
about?
very top, the third floor. The third floor, if you walk at the bottom, at the bottom of the camping.
Yes.
Okay, and then you go up.
Yes.
That's the second area where they have the stages.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
second
yeah,
floor.
yeah.
Then you go up to the camping
Yeah.
where they have like
there
all
is
the
water up there.
cabins.
Yeah, I know
Is
what you're
there?
talking about. Yeah. There's a little pond over to the... Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
But that's my favorite place to go up there whenever I'm tripping, especially on mushrooms. Because
Okay.
if you look straight up, there is no light pollution,
Yeah,
so you
it's
see all the
just
stars,
stars.
and you can literally see the curvature of this flat Earth. I don't believe in that shit. You
I
can see
don't
the
care.
curvature of the Earth.
Okay.
Other people might. Who
That's
knows?
true.
We're gonna get fucking backlash.
Dare you think this thing is flat? I'll just say the
Anyways.
crooked earth. We'll just get in the meet in the middle.
It's just Swiss cheese, son. But that's my favorite place to go. And I was looking straight up one night, and then I heard this weird ruckus in the woods. And I looked over, and like, you know where we always camp up there?
Mhm.
We had that big camp area.
Mhm.
Those woods right there. I heard I heard it, and then I looked, and it was a wall coming down in the trees. And as it came down, I saw two beings running what I assume was Earth.
Okay.
And they, like, I saw the mechanics, like the dashboards, or like the
Like they're
computer boards.
controlling what
Yeah,
is Earth.
Yeah,
Like
I
Earth
saw
is
it
its...
perfectly in this in the tree line. And I stopped, and in my brain I was like, what the fuck? And as soon as I said that, they both simultaneously looked at me, and then they hit a button, and it just went right back up. I was like,
That's fucking crazy.
was
There's
like-
a lot of like...
I was
if
like,
you-
I've seen too much.
Yeah, if
I've
you
seen
read
too
into
much.
certain things, especially, I don't know, I watched this little documentary about where they would take patients, people who would, be like down to get experimented on or whatever, and they'd inject it into them in hospital settings. So it's like straight
Straight
gone.
to the
And
face.
most of them said they saw some sort of being thing. And that's so interesting. I don't know. I've never seen a being in the couple times I blast off. I've seen complete void of color, of everything, just
Yeah.
depth. And then in the middle of that, this like hole that on, I know this is hard to like explain, but there's like this hole, and on one side there's these bright colors shooting out, and on the other side there's in. And I remember thinking like, why is this the only bit of color in all of this void? But like I've never seen a being like that.
I've seen
intrigues me.
There's always you might stumble. I don't know if it's like because somebody will say it, and then next time you do it, it manifests.
Yeah.
Or you go to wherever that being is. But I've always been told, maybe some of our listeners have tried it. They've seen her, but I've been told of some sort of like deity, like a goddess.
Okay.
And she's like white dress, gold outlining. However she comes to you, but like she's came to me. And like I've heard about her, and then she came to me once, but like I don't remember what she said, but as she was saying, I was like, "This is fucking important." And then as she was a full fucking person right in front of me in this crazy vast like Aztec temple all around her glowing. But like as she said it out of nowhere, she turned into like sticky notes. And like, yeah, and she just started folding, and as she folded, she disappeared into each layer.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then she was gone, and I was just like, I fucking can't remember what she told me, and then I came back, and I was just like, man, I don't know what she
It's
told
in
me.
there somewhere deep, though, dude.
I don't know, maybe it just, she guided me. I don't know, stay away.
See, I've never experienced any on any substance, on any amount. I've never experienced I'll say a being or anything. When I went to Shangri-La, I ate enough sass and mushrooms. I ate way too many mushrooms. Like I kept, like I had a little bit, and I would like eat them as I was going, like out of my pocket, like trail mix.
Yeah,
but the problem is, you kind of get to a point where you're like loose enough that you don't realize, like, oh, it's every 5 minutes. It's not fucking every half an hour or something. And I freaked out in the tent a little bit by myself, and I was like, I need to calm down. Like, I knew I needed to calm myself down, but I couldn't because I kept seeing the tracers, and I was like hyper focused on that. And I was like, here comes my first bad trip. And then all of a sudden I realized, like, get the fuck out of the tent. Get the fuck out of the tent. So like I unzipped that, and that was a whole nother atmosphere of openness, and I like start to calm down, and I walk, and I was like, I gotta piss, and then I'm gonna go down and listen to music. I'll be able to like zone myself into that. I won't freak out. And I go to open the door to the porta potty, and this dude like slams the door open because he was in there. He's like, I'm so sorry, buddy, and like taps me on the shoulder. And as he's coming out, there's like a hint of a blue color around him. And like now that like, you know, pass, I'll say, even though I don't know if I believe this stuff, I'll say, for lack of a better word, I saw this aura, this aura, and it's all smooth and blue, and it like touches me kind of as he like pats me on the back as he's getting out of the way, and I just feel myself like kind of calm down. And so in my head, I'm like, he just passed his good mood to me. So like I was like, oh fuck. And I go piss, and I go out, and I'm just thinking of this, like, I must have a color around me. So as I'm walking, I'm just being polite to fucking everybody, like, hey man, you're beautiful, and this or that. And like, I can just quote unquote see these colors changing and relaxing. And I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm changing people's emotions and all this. And then I go up, and I saw Wookiefoot and Dirt Wire and stuff. And then like, I finally like, yeah, it was fucking, it was, ooh, beautiful. And I finally like, by then I'm like calming down. I'm not seeing like colors. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just like bought into my own little cycle of this. But that's probably the weirdest shit I've ever experienced. Like soberly looking back on that, I'm like, that was a hallucination, but like, that was the closest thing to like understanding when people say they see auras and stuff that I can imagine. You know what I mean?
I've never seen Blaze Aura.
Yeah, it was weird.
Tried. I've had like that, that one that one instance where I wanted you to paint it.
Where you're like looking up at the trees.
Yeah, for anybody that missed the first episode, I'll run it real quick.
Recap.
Yeah, recap it. Me and a homie, we
me and a home.
me in this house, laid in a hammock together. But me and a homie, we smoked some deems and blasted off, and this figure came up, and it was the first, like, all the trees turned into like these digital squares, but I was like somehow laying in a box, like I was laying in a cardboard box, and like somebody realistically drew my surroundings into squares on the inside of this box. And this it was a Pac-Man ghost, but it was black. Yep, he popped up in the corner, and he stretched all the way up, and he lifted his arms. And if you lift your arms up right now, and where your wrists, point them down, whenever, that's where his elbows were, and his hands.
Oh, weird.
His hands were like his forearms and his hands were like long.
So everything was just elongated
Yeah,
on
he
this
just
guy.
like stretched him out over me, and he danced to the beat, and he would jump from corner to corner. But where it got fucking ill was he would dip his fingers like this. He would put the tips of his fingers together, like
an Italian.
yeah, like an Italian hand, yeah. And he would dip them, and I could feel him literally touch my fucking forehead. I had the craziest thing. I've never in my life. Everybody's always said if you trip, you go on a bad trip, or you take any kind of trip, they see stuff, just remember it's not there, you know, so you're fine. But that was the first time and only time I've physically had it touch my fucking forehead.
Like you felt the
yeah,
connection.
I felt him touch my fucking
I got you.
my third eye, if you will.
Yeah, because I've definitely, I'll say, hallucinated things and or seen through the veil, whatever you choose to believe. But like I've never felt physical contact. I don't think,
coolest
to be honest.
That entire thing's it'll always be imprinted in my brain. I like to think that it's like painted in the inside of my skull. Like what's that?
Like it's engraved.
What's
there.
that painting at a church with the
like Adam and God touching fingers? It's
yeah. That's like,
is that Michelangelo's?
I think so.
I think so.
But like that trip is like,
yeah, that's
in
your
my
chapel.
skull. My
thing.
brain is me looking up at it.
I
You know
got
what
it.
I mean?
Interesting, fucking interesting.
We're
Yeah,
gonna have
that's
to take pop the fucking the question or the facts of the day.
all
I
right.
wanna run to the bathroom
We're
real
gonna go
quick,
with
right?
some "Did you know" segment. Yeah, while he goes to the restroom. All right. So the first "Did you know"? A single strand of hair can hold up to 3 ounces of weight. So the typical person's full head of hair can support up to 12 tons, which that's surprising to me. That's a lot of fucking weight to be able to hold. I remember I had dreads for like 4 or 5 years, and I'm a very accessory guy, always putting accessories in things. So my dreads had beads, pieces of glass, bottle caps, all kinds of stuff. And the more I put in, I feel like I noticed how much your hair can actually fucking hold. And I've used to work in the hair industry. I have my license in cosmetology. And I think that I don't know, hair's just interesting, but the fact of how strong that shit can be is crazy to me. Fact number 2, the average bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 pieces of bread. So, which is a fuck ton of bread. I don't know much about lightning. I don't know. You coming back over here?
What's up, fam?
All right. Did you hear that last one?
No.
Let me read you this. The average bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 pieces of bread.
What? Have you ever seen what's on this left side?
You got this.
Have you ever seen the marks left after like people like get hit by lightning?
Yeah, it's like a bruised tattoo of like
forever, dude.
different fragmented segments
I know
going on and
I
off.
know that's really bad getting hit by lightning,
But you'd be about it.
but yeah, give me that.
No, I
like,
get you.
that shit. It's so cool.
That's like
And like almost like, I know it's crazy, a shark bite. If a shark could just perfectly bite me,
like
right
you'd
here,
have the teeth
just
marks.
the teeth marks. Like he's like, oh, I don't like that. It's a vegan. Get out of here.
Jesus, I like it. Yeah, see, I always said, I think I was talking to Hayden, kid I work with, because I work in I've worked a lot of kitchens, so I'm around knives.
Hayden Zimmerman.
And I've always shut out. And I've always said, like, if I ever accidentally cut my finger off, just kick that under something, pretend you can't find it, because I wouldn't mind having 4 fingers.
Okay, so I work with a fella, and he's missing,
Othello?
He's missing. His name is G. He's missing his left tip of his.
Of his
just
end
right
of
there,
his
the
pointer.
first knuckle.
Oh, how did he lose it?
Well, I asked him that, and he
Yeah.
said he was fingering my mother.
He just waits with that fucking line. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I always wanted to have cartoon hands.
I was like, "Come on, dude, really? Where'd
Fingering
you lose
your
it?" He's
mother.
like, "You know, sometimes she just get real hungry. She take it." I was like, "God damn it!"
Bitch is tight. I want to get. Speaking of your mom, I want to get your mom on here, for sure.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely get her on here.
Some Deb action.
Yeah, dude, she after our first episode, she was like, "Man, y'all guys want to hear some fucking crazy Florida stories? Bring me on for like an hour." I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
bet."
Yeah, we should definitely.
So we'll have
her.
an episode. Speaking of
Is Mother's Day
episodes,
coming up? We should have a Mother's Day episode.
We would. Well,
I don't
we
know.
can have one. She can't be a part of it because she's going somewhere. But it sucks because Mother's Day is also her birthday.
Oh wow, double
Yeah,
whammy.
double whams. But speaking of special episodes, I have this to run. I ran by you. I'm gonna run by you again.
Run it.
So it's on record.
Okay.
And for our listeners, please, thank you so much for following us and liking us and listening to
Absolutely.
us. We're going to do a special episode to where it's like we interact together. I would like for us one day we're going to go out to wherever you go, get you a good quality sack of some Schweed or some beers, whatever your poison is. Come back home. We're going to watch an episode or two, however long it takes, of Our Planet on Netflix.
It's like a Planet Earth kind of style show.
It's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna put it on mute, or we're gonna listen to it. You can't hear it because we're not allowed to do that, or Netflix will stab us with a pen. So we're gonna watch that episode, but we're gonna listen to it on mute, or we're gonna listen to it. You can't hear it, but you can also go home to your house.
Watch it at the same time. Like, we'll tell you when to click play, and you can hear us narrate
Exactly.
over
We're
it.
gonna kind of like narrate it.
Go along for that little
hang
adventure.
out. We're literally hanging out with you in your house.
Yeah, because you want to hang out with these two fun guys.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
While watching some beautiful planetary stuff.
While on
drinking a
some
little,
fun
smoking
guys.
a little. Yeah, maybe on some.
Yeah, that's my favorite time. That's
Yeah.
my jive. Like
All
when
those
I
bright
fucking-
colors.
Like when I get mushrooms, if I'm fucking hanging out, I'm going home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm turning everything off. I'm turning a lot of colors on. Some Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm.
Some black lights. I'm turning on Planet Earth. Now Our Planet, because it's good.
Yeah. Is Will Smith? What's the one Will Smith is narrating?
That one's
Isn't
very
it?
sad.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. I saw part of that one.
Since we were talking about that, I had something written down. I'm gonna fucking slide to it.
Okay.
Real quick.
But yeah, definitely when
because
we have that episode,
we-
join in.
Yeah, please, and let us know. Like, comment, let us know, message me
Let
or
it snow.
him. Let it snow, let us know. You know what I mean? You know what they say when you're roaming.
Roman.
You fucked up the
All right,
sound.
I was
You gotta
gonna
pay for
get a
that
little
one.
laugh.
It's all right. But that Will Smith one, it's called Our Rock or whatever, or This Rock.
Crack rock.
Smoke rocks. I want to tell you right now, Joe Rogan.
Oh my god. But anyway,
But one of my worst fears, and I get it all the time when I did watch that, I would always go back. They would show us how crazy this fucking Earth is, this rock floating in space that we live on, and it went to one of my worst fears. Here are my two worst fears that I think of every single day. It gives me panic attacks every single day.
what are they?
They're not crazy panic attacks, but it literally, like, I need to stop what I'm doing and calm myself. I get a little too high, and I think about asteroids hitting the planet.
Okay.
Like, there's no
Like
fucking...
what ended the dinosaur kind of shit.
Kind of, yeah, because that shit happens. Like,
Yeah.
and it's gonna happen.
Some
again.
Armageddon shit. They're not going
And
to tell you.
I was listening to a podcast with this fucking military expert on it, and he was just like, I don't know if he's lying or not, like, not giving up the secrets, but he's like, if something happens, like, then there's no, that shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, we can't stop it. There's no laser beams gonna blast it
Yeah.
out the thing. And the second thing, it's always when I'm alone thinking about, everyone that's listening right now, close your eyes, envision yourself, and then shoot your vision all the way to the core of the earth. Okay?
Okay.
Now zoom all the way back to you. That's a fucking deep distance, right? Zoom all the way back to the core, and that core just hiccuping, and that wave
Like feeling that.
destroying the earth until it gets, and you slowly ride that wave all the way to you, and then you just start watching. I start seeing the fucking road crack,
And it's
then
coming towards you.
and then just explodes.
And there's nothing.
Nothing. I said, I'm like,
You think about these
yeah.
things?
I said, I'm like, I need to get to my mom right now, and I need to get to my girlfriend. I need to be with them right now because I don't want to fucking be.
That wasn't even the right one.
Shout out Ty Drum. We're hiring you to be our sound guy, so you
Yeah.
can hit the soundboard.
And then end of the world
End
right
of
there.
the world.
Yeah. Those are terrifying ways to go. At least
yeah.
with that one,
It's-
like you
I-
go, oh, the road's cracked, and then you're done.
I think like it's because it's like things I can't control.
Not at all. Yeah.
Everything else, like if you don't want to, if you don't want to die, don't leave your house. Well, I don't know, unless
You
you're
could die in your house.
unless you're allergic to peanuts.
Penis?
Yeah, Are you
Penis allergy.
You're allergic to your own peanuts.
I am. I brash out. Brash out. All right. I got a couple more did you knows. I'll go with an earthly one since we're talking about the world.
Oh, yeah.
Globally, only 2% of the population has green eyes. Yeah, what color are your eyes?
Green and yellow.
You're part of the 2% population.
Nice.
Mine are like dark brown.
Yeah.
I got
Full of shit.
really dark. Yeah, I got really dark brown, and then they always like Oh, wow, I'm stupid on words. What's the word?
No, I was
Dilate.
gonna cheers you.
Oh, here, take it back. But my eyes are always dilated. It looks like I have black eyes. How's it feel to be part of the 2%?
We're gonna fucking reign supreme.
Nice. All right.
Just kidding, man.
Okay, ready for this one?
No.
Honey is a better cough suppressant than any over-the-counter cough suppressant.
And for sore throats, everyone, marshmallows.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I guess fact checked it, sent us messages. I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure. I think I'm 95% sure it works every time.
Then this is marshmallows. They help with
Sore throats.
sore throats. So like,
I guess they were made to originally for sore throats, and then people were like, "These are delicious treats."
I feel like you've told me this. Maybe
I might have.
you might have. That's interesting. I got you.
Who knows?
I feel like they're too. They make me like. They make me want to cough because they're sticky and
Marshmallows?
they're like.
Chew it up.
I don't really chew.
Make it
a lot
into
of
like
food.
paste before you swallow it. I'll chew it up
Right.
for you.
Okay, my last did you know?
Mhm.
We got some did you know music. That's not the did you know music, but all right. Did you know? Contrary to its portrayal in Jurassic Park, the Tyrannosaurus Rex probably didn't roar. It more than likely hissed or rattled like a snake.
Ugh.
I don't know the rattling because I've never seen a portrayal of it with any bit of a rattle, so I'm kind of I'm confused about that one. I can see imagine though being like instead of like "Rah," you just hear
You know how they got
it's
that
just
sound?
a big old cat.
You know how they got the T-Rex sound though? Like
a,
in the movies.
a time machine.
Doc Brown.
No.
Marty McFly.
No, how did they get the sound?
A lion's roar
Mm-hmm.
mixed with a tortoise.
Oh,
Mm.
that was like Pee Wee Herman. That is a combination though.
I can do his.
I'm waiting for this.
Hold on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Why aren't there any? All right, I hate this soundboard.
Come on, man. You're
All right, do your.
I'm trying to.
Wait, hold on.
Hey guys, if you see Julian, can you let him know? I know he has my bike.
That's good. That's I like that a lot.
It was really hard to do that. I had to live.
Oh, and the audience goes wild.
Calm down, everyone. Just
Goes-
relax. All
goes
right.
wild.
He jerked off in a movie theater by himself.
It's true. It's true. Paul Rubens. I like Paul Rubens.
He's out doing stuff, man.
Yeah.
He's still killing it.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Mystery Men? That movie's
Yeah.
gold,
Yeah,
dude.
I fucking
And Tom
love that
Waits
shit.
is in that movie. That movie is solid.
He fucking farts, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And then fucking
The dude, the shoveler or whatever.
like fucking Kel.
Yeah, he thinks he's invisible, but he's just naked. It's got
Everybody's got to turn around before they're invisible.
got Janine Garofalo, I think. She's like the
bowls
bowler.
really bad, too.
Yeah,
They
that
have
movie's
stolen it.
that movie's fucking great.
What's his fuck with the he's in damn that HBO Hank or whatever his name
Is it Shameless?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shameless,
I still haven't seen that, but yeah,
He fucking fights with a shovel.
yeah, the shoveler is the name.
Shoveler.
Yeah, I want to rewatch that. I remember being like, everybody saying that movie was garbage, but I really enjoyed it.
Shazam was garbage.
It looks like garbage. No, like it didn't look good at all.
I've never watched it.
Yeah, it doesn't
I was
look
talking
like
about the old
appealing.
one that never existed.
What? Oh, Sinbad. I thought you were talking about the movie that is coming out now.
Nah, fuck that one, man.
I'd still like the Sinbad movie if it existed
Sinbad.
better than that. I don't know. Did you see the trailer for the new Joker movie?
Yes. Finally.
What's your thoughts?
Finally, we got one, bro.
What's your thoughts though?
It's gonna be great.
I think so.
gonna be fucking
Joaquin Phoenix is great. I
So
think it'll
good.
be.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I hope.
Every single ever Joker that even Even the Joker in Gotham, like the TV series.
Yeah, I like his portrayal.
It's alright.
They like kind of split him up too, which
Yeah,
is weird.
but no,
Yeah,
it's about to get fucking.
yeah, I think it's gonna be good. He's gonna do his own version. Like I think it's gonna be
that.
way different.
I like his because it's not typical.
Yeah.
Like all the rest were always after that were typical green.
Yeah.
Fucking, no, he's gonna be those nice quality diamonds on the eyeballs.
Yeah, and Joaquin Phoenix, I feel like
I've always
any role he's in, I'm about it.
Did you see that movie
he's
where he's
perfect
like a
in it.
rapper or something like that, or like
No,
he like I can't. I'm not sure if like
he raps.
it's something like that, man. He like becomes like a rapper. He like does shit that people don't want him to do, but he's just a fucking nuisance.
I don't know. I really like Her. Have you seen that movie?
No, I
It's
know.
fucking.
He
it
falls in
gets
love
me.
with the robot, right?
Yeah, like it gets me. I don't know. It's just really good. It's a very dramatic kind of movie. The first movie I saw him in was in 8mm, and he I can't. The point of that movie is I can't remember who's all in it, but it's like there's a snuff film, like someone got murdered in this film, and they're trying to figure out if it was real, and then like why it happened and all this stuff. And he Joaquin Phoenix character works in like a porn store or whatever, and he's just real goofy like that or whatever.
That sounds cool.
But it was a good movie. I
Mine
can't
is
remember
The
who made
Village, I
actors in
think.
it.
No, I'm
The
sure-
Village.
I'm sure I've seen him before.
That was good.
I love him in Signs.
Yeah,
That's
I
one of
really
my
like
favorite
Signs, too.
movies,
Yeah,
man.
I know a lot of people don't like the movie. But
I remember
think
my
it's great.
dad. I remember my dad coming to pick me up from my mom's, and him and my brother, because I was a little bitch. I didn't like scary movies at the time.
Yeah,
He's like, "Hey man, we just came back and watching Signs. That shit is terrifying. You would cry." I was just like, I don't even know. He's like, there's this one time where this little girl was like talking and building up this scene, and out of nowhere, she's like, "Oh, there he is over there," and you turn, he's like up on the fucking barn, and him just explains like, "Nope."
yeah, I like that movie because you get glimpses of the aliens for a while, and then you like see it through the reflection of the TV. I just think it's like very
Mysterious.
yeah. That's just it. It's very like that.
Hidden, well hidden.
And I don't know, but yeah, I really like that. What else is he in? Walk the Line. I thought he did great as Johnny
He did
Cash.
great.
Did his own music in there and stuff, which was really fucking solid.
Bro, do you know Jamie Foxx is gonna be playing Mike Tyson in a movie
Really?
and the new Spawn?
When is that gonna be a
Yeah,
thing?
I got him.
Because
It's been like
he's playing Spawn. Is that what you're
he's
saying?
playing Spawn. Yeah.
All right, all
Yeah,
right.
what's his name? Seth.
Seth MacFarlane, is that his
No,
name?
that's the Family Guy. It's Seth. It's close though.
Seth.
I know it's
I'll
close.
look it up real quick.
Yeah,
but
pop it on. I know it's super close.
yeah.
But yeah, he's been updating this shit where he letting people know. He's like, "Hey man, this is what's happening with it."
1 second here. Where is it at? It's Todd McFarlane or whatever. Yeah. So
I like
whatever.
his art, man. I've
Yeah.
never seen like he just.
There was Spawn had a cartoon series on HBO in
Yeah,
like the
no, I
90s.
binged
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube. Like, and I watched it, and it's super
I love
fucking
it,
good, dude.
man.
Like
I
the
love that kind
storylines
of
are great.
cartoon.
Yeah, it's super dark, that dark noir kind of look. It's real fucking great. But yeah, that'll be. I like him, so that'll be interesting to see him as that. Did you see the cast that was put out for the Cowboy Bebop movie live action?
I saw what's his name was
The dude from Harold and Kumar. Yeah,
I think it's gonna be.
I
pretty
do
good.
too. Like I went, oh, that'll be goofy, and I went, no, I like it. Like
Yeah.
I think they've got a good cast, and I hope that like at least the storyline
Have
they
you
choose to go with will be
watched
good.
on Netflix, the Love, Death, Robots.
I've started. I haven't finished it. I've started. I love
much
short
fun.
animation like
So
that.
much
It's all
fun.
different. Yeah, it's all
So
fucking
much
great,
fun.
dude. There's some violent ones on that shit
Yeah.
too, dude.
There's the little robots where they go and there's no one. That's what's crazy because there's this video of this dude we talked about last cast, but this time traveler dude, and he was saying like in 2030 or something we're gonna be able to pretty much program our consciousness into a robot.
Yeah.
I was like, after I saw that, I just sat there and thought for hours, like imagining myself plugging myself into a robot and just wandering the
Yeah.
earth until eventually we're like, I remember when we used to own cats.
Yeah, I really like that show. I need to finish it though because I started it and then haven't finished it yet. I just finished the new season of Sabrina. I don't know if you watched that show. I like it. I like it. There's a couple episodes in between each season that are a little teeny bopperish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's enough
There's a
interesting.
cat in it.
What? Yeah, but the cat doesn't like.
Talk?
Yeah.
Quack.
But it's like, I don't know. It's really good. Like, I like it. It is pretty like I'll say dark, but it's got
I heard
good
the second
storylines.
season's darker.
Yeah.
It got dark.
Yeah, I feel like the first like 2 episodes are a little like they're explaining some stuff that's going to happen, blah blah blah, and they're almost like not fillery, but kind of.
Yeah.
And then you get to like episode 3, and then it starts to go like, whoa, shit, okay, right on, dude. And her character like splits off and gets all evil and shit, which is really cool.
Nice. You gotta check out AP Bio.
Yeah, I need to watch that
That shit's so funny.
with Glenn Howard, I think is his
Yeah,
name.
that's Dennis from
Yeah.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he is a teacher, substitute teacher for a bio class, and he refuses to teach them bio, but he wants them to help them destroy one of his nemesis, and it's got fucking Patton Oswalt in it. That's
He's
the
fucking great.
principal, dude. There's this point where you always like see Patton the way he looks,
Yeah.
his face, and he like did this smile where he opened his eyes, and dude, he looked like a fucking Cabbage Patch doll, and his face haunts my fucking dreams when he smiles like that, dude.
That's great. So is what's his name's character? Is it similar to
Worse.
who he is?
It's worse. Like you mean Dennis?
Yeah, it's worse than
Worse.
that. All right, word.
Does it give it every time he enters the class, he takes a bite out of an apple and throws it against the wall and like hopes it goes into this trash can, but it just smashes and explodes. He's like, "Shut up, everyone! Shut up! This is what we're doing today."
What is this on? Like what
I got it on
provider?
HBO.
On HBO. I need to get this. fucking
One
HBO.
of it's either HBO or Netflix. You're not going to be able to log into
What do you mean?
because you use my account
Oh, that's Hulu.
or Hulu. Yeah, you might not be able to log into it because my mom changed the passcode because she was like, "Who the fuck is logging in Dayton?"
This guy.
I was
This
like,
guy
"It's
right here.
Johnny." She's like, "All right, well, tell him that we
Fuck
changed his
Johnny,
passcode."
dude.
So
Fuck him. Yeah, I have that still on my tablet.
it was I appreciate you every fucking bit for being on there because you remind me of things.
Yeah.
You got fucking the almighty Boosh.
Oh yeah, dude.
Andrew hates that show.
How can you hate it? It's
She's
pretty
like, when they
surreal.
sing,
so, I
it's
mean,
so uncomfortable.
Ah,
Like,
that's
their
the fun of it,
costumes and
dude.
shit. I was like, that's it. though.
it's all so low budget too. Like their costumes look like shit and like make it. I feel like
But
creepier.
Creepier, yeah.
Like the episode with the like little fox with the fingers that are syringes. That episode is fucked, dude.
That one where they find like all the animals in the cage. All the fucking
Nice.
wolves.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just
dude.
weird.
The little freaks and all that.
For all you people that don't know, that's where old Greg comes from.
Old Greg.
Old Greg.
And that's one of the tamer fucking episodes, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's not
Like
too
there's
bad.
some really weird shit. I think there's 3 or 4 seasons of that. And then No Feeling had another show which was even fucking weirder. I can't
Really? I
remember,
haven't seen
I can't
that.
remember what the name of it was. But yeah. And then he's like he was on a Trailer Park Boys thing too for a minute.
Who,
Noel Fielding, the guy that plays Vince.
Your wife's really pretty. Tell you and your beautiful wife to get out of here.
I like Bob Fossil the best from that show, like the
The
American guy.
mustache.
No, that's Dixon Bainbridge.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah,
dude.
he's
super
fucking great. That show's just ridiculous. Yeah, I forgot that was on there. What else you got here?
You fucking watched it, and then I was just
Let me
like,
see that.
oh, thank Christ you fucking had it. Nothing too much, man. You've seen fucking Zac Efron's playing Ted Bundy, though, right?
Yeah,
I can't wait for that shit to come out.
yeah, I've heard of that for a while now. I think he'll do a good job. He's goofy, but like,
People are psychopaths. They
Gets
fucking
to-
girls. They fucking wanted at the time, like wanted to meet Ted Bundy, like while he's
Yeah.
out murdering people and shit.
yeah, that's I don't know, man. People are weird.
People,
I'm interested in that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
but I'm
I'm-
not like fuck. Yeah, dude,
I'm
I'm dripping.
I like my favorite. Like I love any kind of psychopath or killer because of like their mindset. Like,
Yeah, and how
process.
it works and what it does.
Like we all think about that, and we'll fucking throw up thinking about doing the shit that they think. But like him, he's just like, that's my fucking jive, homie. I
Yeah.
love doing that. And that shit's just
Yeah.
weird. The way
And the
brain
fact that
ticks like that, man.
anybody could turn out that way.
Yeah.
Realistically, like anyone you know could be that way.
Exactly the process of it.
Like you could be looking at me and I could be cutting up boys at my house,
Yeah,
right?
you don't
Well, not
fucking
right
know.
now. But you don't know.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
fucking-
know.
That's why That's why I tell Andrea. I tell her to lock them fucking doors because like the town we live in it's
Just
a nice,
two-
quiet town. But I was like, man, people thought Ted Bundy was a good guy, man.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, there are a few questionable characters around my town.
Oh, I believe it. I feel like I've met some people. And I'm like, that guy probably has people in their
You know
basement.
what's super insane is that there's a guy that shot up the bank down in Cincinnati.
Oh, I remember you
Remember
saying that. Yeah.
That's right across the street from where I work.
Mm-hmm.
My manager, he fucking saw one of the ladies. Like he heard the pop. He was like just staring out a window and he heard a few pops and he like looked and saw one of the ladies that got shot fall out of the door. And then he had to like run inside and tell everybody to get
Damn,
inside.
dude.
What's even more sick is that I think it happened after there was like a big parade or like a big gathering out front.
In that little
Yeah,
square
little
out there.
square.
Yeah.
But like 2 days before, our fucking bartender was working, and that guy was in there with that fucking bag.
So
With
he was
all-
like, it
he was-
could have happened
Yeah, he
then
was,
and there.
sitting there fucking talking to himself, like muttering shit, and
Working himself up.
yeah, and then later on, our fucking bartender was like, man, he told our manager, he's like, man, I have a fucking, if anything happens tomorrow, like it's fucking that guy.
That's
Like-
fucked, dude.
And then he said after that, dude, like that, like you just imagine that feeling of being like calling it.
Yeah,
calling
because
the
what do you?
lottery
I mean,
numbers
there's really
pretty much,
nothing
like,
you
this-
can do.
this
Like
is
if you
about
get
to
a
fucking
vibe
happen.
and you feel it, but at the same time, like you can't just always. This guy's weirding me out.
Yeah,
Police,
this
like,
guy's fucking
come
weirding
check
me
this out. Yeah, that's Why do you know why that guy ended up shooting that up area? Was he just kind of mentally?
No, something about like I don't think he worked there. Maybe he didn't get a loan or something. Like something he had a fucking grudge towards that place.
Yeah,
I don't know if he worked there or not, but
yeah. I mean,
he's a piece of shit.
that'll happen.
Yeah.
They're unfortunately, dude.
And that shit freaks me out. That's why I fucking got my fucking gun. Cause there's bars down in Orlando,
Mhm.
down where that dude shot up that bar. There's bars down there I've been by. There's a dude shooting a workup by here. Like
Yeah.
everyone in society now is in a percentage of being shot at.
Oh,
At some
absolutely.
either it's a
Absolutely.
bar, a fucking festival, some sort of fucking country festival.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane, and that's why I was just like, dude, that it seems like every like shootings somehow getting too close to me for my own
I got
comfort,
you.
dude.
I got you. It seems like so sketchy and scary now, but like, imagine living in the West, like back in the day.
Yeah.
When it was like a person looked at my wife's sister wrong. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. I don't know, man.
I was
That's-
probably Jesse James in the past life because if I lived in that day, I would fucking rob
I would
the shit
de-
out of banks.
Yeah, I would definitely like. There's no cameras, and like, they're not gonna follow. Like, I don't know. If I had a fast horse,
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
I'm stealing bread. I'm
You can
stealing all
literally
kinds of
dress
stuff.
really nice and fucking rob people.
Yeah.
I was here.
If I had the intelligence that I have in this generation, then like, hell yeah, I'd be a bad person. What does that say about me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't go back in time and like do anything good. I feel like I'd just steal from
I would just fucking rob banks, man.
mom and pop stores along the way. I don't know.
Oh my god. Did you see that obviously Nipsey Hussle died last
Yeah, I
night?
still don't know.
I did a little bit of some
I still don't know.
investigating.
What do you know?
He was a fucking, a
He's a
G,
G.
everybody loved him. What's crazy is that the gangs of LA, like Bloods and Crips, like came together
Yeah.
and like signed a peace treaty.
Really? I didn't know that.
For the first time.
Dang.
I thought it was
So at
weird.
least like good is coming from, but
But people have to die for it. Like, why can't, like, he had to die, and then people were just like, all right, he's dead, let's fucking, should
Yeah.
I start fucking burning homeless people on the fucking
To
road?
stop it? I
Yeah,
mean-
so that we can fill all those empty houses
that's
across
how
America.
that's just
that
how
we can have-
people are. They need something like, oh wow, like even like
Start fucking
religious people, there's always, a martyr or a saint who died in any, you know what I mean, or something like that. They always need something to like, I guess, remind
That
them
fucking
like,
sucks, though.
oh, we're
We
not
need-
forever.
Yeah, that fucking sucks, though. We need somebody to fucking die to
Yeah.
fucking change our ways.
To just chill the fuck out. Like that's, you know what I mean. But that's also the system we've created.
That's the world we live in, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I don't
crazy.
know. But that's funny though that like you have two gangs which are just known for murdering and all this, and they're like, oh, there was a murder. That's terrible. Let's stop our
Let's
murdering.
sign this shit, boys.
Yeah. I wonder if that'll actually stick.
Maybe, who knows? We could be on the fucking verge of New things, man. Tomorrow's the newest future. You know, there's always new shit.
It's true. And everything's balanced, though. So you get rid of two important gangs. Let's say it magically does happen, and they're not that. You're going to get something worse somewhere else. I feel like there's always duality.
Yeah, there's always a government.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But fucking us.
Yeah. And then the shittiest part is you could say it's the government, but at the same time, government are people. So it's people and their need for power.
I need you to look up. I can't think of her name, but it's like Martin Luther King Jr.'s granddaughter or daughter. See if she's in some sort of political stance right now, because that time traveler dude I watched, he said that she's gonna be our future president at some point, and she's gonna be one of the greatest presidents.
I mean, 4 days ago she was talking about some shit. It looks like she says she's gonna be a president. What?
Is that it?
It's what it?
Is that what you just told me?
What?
That she's gonna be running for
I
president?
don't know. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Let me see.
Because if that's it, boys, we're following this dude's shit
It
to the
says
T.
it says 4 days ago she was speaking about his death 50 years ago. She's 9 now. Is that right?
Who?
This girl?
No, she's got to be older than that.
Well, this girl's 9 and 10. So
Well, what about in 28 years?
what?
What about in 28 years? Though?
She'll be
What's her
she'll be
name?
over
What's her name?
35.
Alonda.
Yolanda Renee King.
Boom.
Enough
that's
is
her.
enough. She's got some. It looks like she talks about gun violence. It looks like she's
9 right now.
she's 9 or 10-year-old granddaughter. So she has a dream too.
So
Looks like she's in a thing with maybe Al Sharpton here. So she's definitely in the public eye talking about things. But you say a time traveler came
hold on, let me do. Wait,
and is saying she's going to be president. Interesting. But yeah, it looks, like, I'll just play a little clip here, but it looks like, she looks like an average 10-year-old girl. But yeah, in all of these, it looks like she's just talking about her little political beliefs. But that makes me wonder, are they pushing her towards something? Because what 10-year-old has speech stuff and all of that good stuff?
Man, that's crazy. How old is she gonna be
In 28 years, she'll be 38.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you need to
It
be
might be
35 to be president. So, I mean, that's some doable shit. Who says this?
Let's see. It's a video of this guy from the future. He says he is from.
Looking up stuff.
Says he's from the year 2045.
Okay. And he's come back. And he's saying that she is
the
Yolanda.
traveler. The traveler. He takes the lie detector test. That video.
All right.
But,
I don't trust lie detector
That's
tests.
what I'm saying. I was like, it's hard, but the things he talks about, it seems plausible.
So what brought him back here?
He said that he came back to 2018 because he was born in 2019, and he wanted to see
Okay.
what the world was like before he was born.
I got you. So
He says
right
he's
on
a
the
time
cusp of that.
traveler. UFOs are time traveling vehicles.
Okay,
That's why.
I can believe that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
says aliens don't come from outer space. He can't tell us because he'd rip something in the fabric of time. But I've always believed that if I was an alien, I would fucking live in our ocean.
I got you. Yeah, it's never explored.
Yeah.
It's deep. You
Deep
can.
as fuck. We can't go down there.
There's areas where you could fly your ships around and not be seen.
That obviously fucking his granddaughter.
Yeah. So how does he have control of a time machine? Is he a scientist?
He says that it
Did he
becomes.
steal one like Marty?
He's watch a video, but
Okay.
for the listeners, he says you can look it up. Man travels from past from 2014 or 2045. It's a lie detector test video. You can watch it yourself. But he says that aliens in 2028, I think aliens become present to us. They come.
Okay.
They come.
Like,
to
hey,
us.
we're here.
Yeah.
We out here.
It becomes social, or not social, but
Common,
global,
yeah.
global wide. And then he says that time travel becomes relevant to us later on, a couple years, and that we've had it since 1981.
Hmm.
And it's they make it to the public now.
The
And,
public can time travel?
Yeah, and it makes I think I was like, well, what happens if you get a piece of shit that does it, or that fucks something up, or wants to go back and fuck shit up?
Yeah.
But if you give somebody that that power to travel back in time. Like, if you go back, you're gonna fucking ruin what you're coming back to.
Yeah, it'll be a whole different dimension
Anything
plane.
you fuck up like that, everything you go back to, it has to follow that fucking line
Mm-hmm.
to get back to where you were.
Otherwise,
So
you
by
won't
you
be able to
doing-
even go back.
Yeah, you might not. You might fucking die immediately. You might not have ever existed
Yeah.
if you fuck something up. So, but then
Intriguing.
my goofy self was imagining some fucking teens getting, bro, let's fucking get trashed to go back in time, and then some Wright Pat Air Force Base like catching them like in their jet and their fucking fighter pilots like chase. They're like, boys, we got a UFO. They might be here to destroy Earth. It's just some
Shit,
fucking
bros,
chads.
it's just
traveling
weed,
through
man.
time.
It's legal in 2037.
Listen,
dude.
man, listen, we got to get out of here, brother.
Dude, I'm gonna call my dad.
And that's why they just take off and disappear, because they're fucking pushing through.
If you could travel back in time and party with any like any type of people, like Romans or like Greeks or Egyptians, where would you go party?
Man, where would you go party?
I think Egypt. Egypt. They've always been. I mean, they seem like a pretty got a lot going on, a lot of fun stuff they do. You know what I mean? Like, there's
I
a
would
lot of
probably
stuff.
go back and travel with Terrence McKenna.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
Yeah.
hang out with him, man.
let's see what that's up. That'd be fun.
fun.
Yeah, I
fun
got
as
you.
shit. Because I listen to him and like his stories of him like hanging out in the
Yeah.
rainforest with his brother and shit. And I'm like,
He's kind of goofy. Like when
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't, when I
he's-
never like
yeah.
listened to any of his like actual like words and stuff, and then I did for the first time, I was like, this is kind of a goofy dude. Hell yeah!
I
Like,
would
all
love to
right,
hang out with him, man.
I got you.
Him or Alan Watts, man. That shit's super fun to listen to.
Yeah, Alan Watts would
One
be
time, me
cool.
and Zach fucking ate a 10 trip in my house each,
Mhm.
and we listened to like laid on the floor and listened to like an old record. It sounded like it was on a vinyl. You could have like while
Yeah,
he
you
talked
can
in the
hear that.
background. He's like, dude, we gotta turn this off. I can't fucking listen. That's all I hear is that shh.
Yeah, I've really that's like I listen to his shit when I'm like cleaning or like doing laundry. I'm like, I'll throw that on in the background, and like it's cool because you can play his stuff, and then I'll have that on like the TV, and then on my like Bluetooth, I'll have like quiet EDM playing, and it like it's fine right
I've
on
been
top.
listening
It's
to a lot of lo-fi
nice.
lately.
Yeah.
Lo-fi hip hop.
Yeah.
That's my fucking jive.
That's some good shit, dude.
Listen to that at work. Listen to a couple podcasts here and there.
Yeah,
It's better to listen to podcasts while I'm at work because it's like fucking
it's kind of hit or
either
miss
from
what
an
we
hour
listen
and a
to.
half to 3 hours, depending on who I'm listening to.
Yeah, there are nights where we listen to like podcasts with because it's usually 2 or 3 people in the kitchen, and when it's 2, like listening to a podcast together is fun.
Yeah.
We'll do that sometimes, or we'll listen to like we'll just take turns playing whatever. So we listen to like listen to a lot of folk punk at work, and then a lot of rap, like hip hop lately. Dude I work with listens to a lot of Atmosphere. This dude
nice.
Atlas, which we found out was like 17 when he put out these albums. I gotta show you this dude. His name's Atlas, though, but his shit's fire. He actually produces over lo-fi beats and stuff, so his music's really dope.
That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to get back into my creative flow with music.
Yeah, I just bought a guitar yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Finally got a
Show me
fucking
the
real
picture
guitar.
of
It's
it.
a beaut. It's fucking seafoam green.
Nah.
It's got a little heart opening instead of a circle.
Love it.
It
What's,
sounds fucking great.
I've been pretty fucking smart with saving money lately.
Hell yeah.
And once my income tax check comes in, like normally people fucking go crazy, but like I've been looking so forward to buying a desk
Yeah, that's what
for
he
my
said.
fucking studio because
Yeah.
it's uncomfortable sitting in a beanbag chair all day on
Yeah.
that low table that I have in there.
I believe that.
And like I'm like,
You're gonna get a sweet rolly chair, like
just,
eventually.
just some medium. I just want that fucking L
Some-
desk
some.
because I have my computer on one side and I'm gonna draw. on the
It'll
other.
make you. I feel like take your
Hunched.
stuff more seriously
like
too.
like having a place to come and like sit.
Yeah,
Because like it's normally I'm either sitting on the couch hunched over or sitting in a beanbag chair like leaning uncomfortably but holding myself up. It's really
yeah, stuff like that.
anything
also.
like I don't know, just you got to be comfortable to make anything,
Yeah.
kind of art or anything, and just it's good to have that because I've been trying to fucking do shit and it's just exhausting sometimes.
And when you organize your shit like that more, you treat it more professionally.
Yeah.
I know, like when I started to actually get a section for my art supplies instead of just throwing them in the corner and like organizing it, I look at it now and I'm like, oh, I'm an artist. That's right. Like I'm gonna take this seriously instead of just some shit in my bag. I
I've
treat
been
my stuff
working-
better.
I've been
Like
working on some art.
yeah,
Did you see my P squares that I did?
no.
I have to show it to you.
No, I didn't see those. I saw some of your fonts. I really like your fonts you're working on. That's something I always have difficulty on. I want to.
For our listeners, I am not an artist.
You don't do bad though. I like when you dabble like what you do.
I'm trying to find it, but I've I've been doing some graffiti. I'm not gonna tell you what I graffiti because I keep that shit secret.
Yeah. Oh damn, dude, this is good.
Yeah, I was just getting a fucking Palmer Squares vibe on that one.
Yeah, I really like it. Yeah,
I need to
your
make
font
that,
is
I need
really
to make
good.
that cube 3D though. It's too bland. You know what I
Add
mean?
some shading to
Yeah.
the pitch. Yeah. I myself do art. If you're ever on Instagram or anything, #JohnnyTerrorArt, and check out that stuff. I do commissions and everything. Mostly, I mostly draw like cute, creepy monsters and mandalas, different patterns and stuff like that. Just really weird, bright colored stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I have a question for you. Oh, yeah, someone coming in. So bed wise, I just got a second mattress. I'm a bed on the floor guy.
Yeah.
Even more mattress or bed on the floor, or more? Frame or more bed on the floor guy.
Well, I've always been a bed on the floor,
Mhm.
but I've had like the box,
Like the box springs?
and then my mattress. But when we moved into our new place, I got one of those bed and boxes,
Yeah.
and
You ordered it offline,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
And I don't. The one I got, it was like, "Do you like laying on a fucking ice cube?" And I'm just like, "Yes." And they're like, "Get this one." I was like, "All right." So I got it. It came, and it was super creepy. Like what happened because some Fibonacci sequence shit. But my girlfriend's aunt bought us like not a frame, but it was just like the bottom part where it like hangs up. You know what I mean? Just
Okay,
like,
just enough to give it like
yeah, just a
stability
little
and
bit
like
lift.
yeah.
Yeah, a little base of it. And she ordered it, and I put it together. Don't remember what the box ever said.
Mm-hmm.
And then mine came, and I looked at the box, and like I bought the mattress for the frame
Okay.
without knowing. I was just like, because as we were putting it, I was like, where have we seen this sign from? This picture right here. And she's like, well, it was on the frame whenever we bought it. I was like, that's a little creepy. I accidentally bought it perfectly.
yeah.
Bought the perfect thing for the perfect thing. I was like, this is weird.
Hell yeah, though. Yeah, I just got a second mattress now.
I always like I like being low to the ground.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. I'm a little higher now, and it's more comfortable. But I'm like,
But
I don't want to be any higher up than I am.
But it is cool because now I can slide shit up under.
Yeah,
In case, but I have so much
gotcha.
room in our top floor that
I got you.
it's just empty. But
Yeah.
I take fucking Christmas lights and wrap the bottom of it so it glows.
Nice. See, I think bed frames are for people with like, I don't know, good credit scores. Like the higher the bed, the better they're doing financially. I swear to you. If you ever go to a girl's house and their bed's like 4 foot up, someone in there's making
go to
money.
your, like-
someone in there's making.
You go to
money.
high school reunion. How high is your floor? How high is your bed off your floor, brother?
Yeah. No, I really think like if you took a poll, the majority of people with bed frames got their shit together. Like they've at least, or someone in their household has their shit together.
Love it.
I don't know, that's what I think.
Well, all right, brother. We are fucking at that time.
All right.
It's that time to wrap it.
All right. Well, make sure you follow us or tell your friends to follow us on SoundCloud at Two Fun Guys Podcast, as well as on Facebook. We just, I think we're going to have a YouTube. We got a video made.
We're working on getting
Not a video
yep.
itself, but a video.
Visual aid,
a visual
you
thing, yeah.
We have YouTube coming up, and then we're going to have a Patreon coming up.
Yeah.
Patreon, you can, give us a little couple bucks.
Help us pay
We're
for this.
gonna,
It'll help us
we're
get other
gonna
people in.
give you a little bit of extra stuff. Y'all guys might get to see a live video cast.
Mhm.
Let's get a little weird. What else? There's something else. Damn. In my downtime, I like to fuck my brother. And in my free time, I like to kill everyone. Clutch.
Oh God, that's the best.
That's
sound
it,
clip.
man. That is
Yeah.
it. You guys be sure to follow us. Thank you guys for following us. Oh, I remember. Here soon, if you guys have a business, and you guys want us to fucking get your name out there, we're looking for a couple sponsors.
Yeah, as well as we're gonna be looking soon for more guests. If you'd like to be a guest and you have something from the Dayton area that you could offer, art wise, music wise, something like that, hit us up.
Not only the Dayton area.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah,
you got
any
people
area.
out and about. You spread the word about us. We'll spread the word about you and them.
If you crochet socks on Mars, hit us up. We'd love to have you on the show. Just anywhere out
It
there.
better not be Mercury because I'm allergic.
Yeah, it better be Uranus. But all right, guys. Yeah, that's episode 4. We'll see you guys soon for episode 5. Thanks a lot.
See ya.
I'ma die. a rock star.